The Spurs Radio Network.
News Radio 1200 WOAI, San Antonio's breaking news, traffic, and weather.
We now send it out to the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City, where we're joined by Spurs radio voice Dan Weiss. Dan, I've had a good few hours of sports talk radio of my own and listening to several others to think about it. And while both teams didn't have the best offensive performance in Game 4, I think it's fair to give both of these stellar defenses credit for limiting their opponents, then chalking it up to an off night for either team.
Well, I'll say this, Carl. For the narrative out there that says you can't play intense defense for 48 minutes, I think both these teams, but particularly the Spurs, probably proved that wrong the other night because, according to De'Aaron Fox, they contested 91% of Oklahoma City shots in game number 4, and really it was just about the activity, right? I mean, forcing 20 turnovers, which was a season worst for Oklahoma City, 25 points off those turnovers. I mean, they were just dogs on the defensive end, led by Stephon Castle and Devin Vassell and Victor Wembanyama, obviously, in the interior.
Yeah, if you didn't bring it up, I was certainly going to mention that De'Aaron Fox pointed out to whatever his sources were that the Spurs contested 91% of shots. And when you do that, I think it also eliminates the potential shot opportunities. As we talked about, Alex Caruso obviously didn't make a shot in that Game 4. So after having a stellar series up to that point, he was sort of eliminated from the series. But speaking of OKC personnel, the additional news is OKC will be without J-Dub and A.J. Mitchell tonight.
Yeah, and we knew about Mitchell. He was already ruled out yesterday. Jalen Williams, I'm not surprised he's missing tonight's game because you're talking, first of all, they changed the description of his injury. It was initially being, hamstring soreness, and then they changed it back to a strained hamstring injury maintenance. And so you're going back to the same hamstring that he injured in game number 2, which was a grade 1 hamstring strain. That is a week's injury. And yes, he missed a month of basically game action before he came back for game 1. But when you re-aggravate that, I mean, you're not talking about, in most normal times, coming back within a week. And I know that we're in the playoffs, and I know these are the Western Conference Finals, but I think Oklahoma City has got to buy as much possible time as they can, before they try to trot J-Dub out there. And tonight's, although a very, very important game, it's not an elimination game yet. And so I guarantee that if the Spurs win tonight, we will probably see J-Dub on Thursday in San Antonio.
Yeah, it's been a tough season all year long for J-Dub, as I believe he's been dealing with both hamstring issues throughout the course of the year.
And they had the right wrist sprain that he missed the first 19 games of the season. Yeah, it's been a tough injury season for Jalen Williams, which, we know that narrative, Carl, that sometimes guys are just injury prone. And, that was something that kind of popped up with Devin Vassell early in his career, that he couldn't stay healthy. And, you hope for the best for a guy like J-Dub because he's just an immense talent and so important to Oklahoma City's success.
Yeah, well, it certainly will be interesting to see how Oklahoma City adjusts to having both A.J. Mitchell and J-Dub out for a second game and how they adjust to the Spurs adjustments in Game 4. Dan, we look forward to your game call. Should be a fun one.
Thanks, Carl.
All right, just double-checking the injury report. As I mentioned, no A.J. Mitchell or Jalen Williams. Thomas Sorber also out with a right ACL surgery recovery, and the Spurs have nobody on their injury report. That means they will be at full strength, ready to go. Spurs Radio Game Night rolls on, and when we come back, we'll hear from Spurs forward Keldon Johnson. Spurs Radio continues in a moment.
Most of the jewelry sold in the U.S. is made in India or China. At America's Diamond, we design and create our jewelry right here in San Antonio, and the difference in quality is amazing. Most jewelers stock a couple of diamonds over 1 carat and a handful of diamond engagement rings. At America's Diamond, we stock more than 800 diamonds over 1 carat and 3,000 diamond engagement ring styles. Quality for quality, we guarantee that the everyday America's Diamond price is lower than any jewelry store's very best sale price, or will refund the difference plus 25%. America's Diamond is locally owned, and all 45 of us live here in San Antonio with our families. The America's Diamond Circle of Support charitable program has raised more than $1 million for San Antonio's schools, churches, and charities. America's Diamond is the official jeweler of the University of Texas at San Antonio Athletics, the San Antonio Spurs, and Mission Baseball. See our television program tonight and every night on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. Call 561-1000.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go, baby, let's go!
Live to back the silver and black? Become a member of the official Spurs fan club. Refreshed with the power of NBA ID. Lock in with one login for 2 times the benefits from the Spurs and NBA straight to your inbox, text, and app. Score early access, exclusive giveaways, member-only contests and promotions, partner offers, and more. To join, visit spurs.com/fan club. Season presented by HEB.
From the Spurs Net Center, I'm Carl Sheldon, getting you ready for Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals between the Spurs and the Thunder at the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City, with tip-off scheduled for a little after 7:30 tonight. The San Antonio Spurs came away with their most resounding win in Game 4 with a 103-82 victory and an opportunity to rest their starters in the fourth quarter. Keldon Johnson spoke to the media at shoot-around this morning and started his availability with how the Spurs can carry momentum from Game 4 into Game 5.
Just continue to have the physicality, continue to take some of the same game plan over to this game. Obviously, each game comes with its own its own flow and own rhythm and things like that. So, but we definitely plan to implement a lot of things that we implemented last game and tonight's game.
The word physicality has been thrown around a lot in the playoffs, and the Western Conference Finals has definitely had physicality play a part in determining the outcome of games. As one of the more physical players in the league, Keldon gave his opinion on why physicality is important to success.
Usually in the game of basketball, whoever's on the back foot usually is not successful. And we just trying our best to keep them on the back foot and beat their aggression.
A playoff series tends to require teams to make adjustments from game to game to try and find success. Keldon spoke on the fine lines between making adjustments to win, but also being the same team the Spurs have been all season.
It's no challenge. I feel like, you gotta, if you want to be successful, you gotta be able to adapt on the fly. And, that's what we're doing. Each and every game takes on its own life, and we adapt with that as the game goes on.
The Spurs did a phenomenal job shutting down OKC shooting in Game 4, holding the Thunder to 18% shooting accuracy from distance. Keldon outlined the key to continuing that success in Game 5.
We're just sticking to our game plan, continue to contest, continue to know the personnel, and have each other's back and trust each other.
The Spurs look to continue to trust each other tonight and take a 3-2 series lead in the Western Conference Finals. Spurs Radio Game Night rolls on, and when we come back, we'll get the keys to victory from WOAI Spurs pre- and post-game show host Dylan Emery. This is Spurs Radio.
Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination. We love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
Have you thought about how your family would be protected if the unexpected happened? Life insurance can help provide financial security for the people who matter most, help cover expenses, protect loved ones, and bring peace of mind. At AHIA, our agents can help you find the life insurance coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Don't wait. Call 210-210-AHIA. That's 210-210-AHIA or visit AHIAbenefits.com to learn more today.
In the playoffs, every move matters. That's why the San Antonio Spurs trust UT Health San Antonio, their official sports medicine partner, to keep them in the game. It's the same level of care available to you. From sports injuries to joint replacement, our nationally recognized physicians combine experience with research-driven care to help you get back to what matters most. Get the care trusted by the Spurs. Find a UT Health San Antonio physician at everythingittakes.org.
It's playoffs time, San Antonio, when every moment matters and there's no room for hesitation.
And when it's time to make your next move, Hill Country Honda is ready to deliver.
Shop online or on the showroom floor and find the perfect new Honda built for performance, reliability, and value.
You'll also find a deep lineup of certified Hondas and quality used vehicles.
Plus, Hill Country Honda pays top dollar for every trade.
Too much to offer, not enough time. Don't wait for the buzzer.
Visit HillCountryHonda.com and get more on 1604 at Hill Country Honda.
Spurs and Thunder set to tip off from the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City, with tip-off scheduled for a little after 7:30 tonight in Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. From the Spurs Net Center, I'm Carl Schoening, and we're now joined by the flagship station Spurs pregame and postgame show host Dylan Emery. Dylan, what are the keys to the Spurs victory tonight?
Keys to victory are win the turnover battle, let Wemby own the paint, and then crush their confidence early, Carl.
And hopefully while you're honking, you can celebrate by listening to Spurs Post Up. How can they get involved with the show?
Listen to Spurs Post Up right here on 1200 WOAI after the game, and always honk responsibly.
That's Dylan Emery and his pregame thoughts and the keys to victory for the Spurs heading into Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. Spurs Radio Game Night continues, and when we come back, Dan Weiss will chat with Jacob Toby for Toby's Topics. This is Spurs Radio.
He wants to shoot from way downtown. I don't know about this one.
Does reaching your financial goals feel like a long shot? With Self, it doesn't have to. Get the tools you need today to help build the credit you deserve.
He shoots. He scores.
Spur your credit forward with Self, the official credit building app of the San Antonio Spurs.
Welcome to basketball's biggest stage.
Somebody will reach basketball immortality.
Welcome to the NBA Finals.
That's basketball at its finest.
This is about more than a game, more than a series. This is about legacy.
You are watching what greatness is all about.
Tune in to see who performs under the brightest lights and who writes their way into history. The 2026 NBA Finals begin Wednesday, June 3rd on ABC.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
Nothing compares to catching your San Antonio Spurs live. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Spurs and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you were there live. So put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Spurs.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/Spurs card to learn more.
Severe stomach cramps, trouble breathing, back pain? Don't diagnose yourself. For emergency medical care, leave it to the experts at one of our Methodist Healthcare ER locations. When it's an emergency, count on our trusted care teams and convenient locations. Our ERs offer high-quality emergency care 24/7. Choose emergency medical care wisely. Choose Methodist Healthcare. Find a location near you at sahealth.com/ER.
And the crowd goes wild for the home team.
Could your credit score use a home court advantage? Self has tools that can give you an edge on your credit building journey. Make your credit feel right at home with Self, the official credit building app of the San Antonio Spurs.
Spurs of the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's game number 5 of the Western Conference Finals coming up. Dan Weiss, Jacob Toby. It's another edition of Toby's Topics here on the road. Just some leftover nuggets from game number 4 before we get into the meat of tonight. De'Aaron Fox said that the Spurs contested 91% of the shots in game number 4. You know what? I just love that he's bringing numbers to his narrative. I think that's awesome that he's bringing, backup stats to that. But beyond that, for all the naysayers who say that, a team can't play at a certain level of defensive intensity for a full 48 minutes, I think the Spurs clearly proved them wrong the other night.
Yeah, and they changed up what they were doing. We saw doubling Shea at the elbows, at the free throw line, inside the paint. The last, 3 games, and they switched it up for game 4 and let him kind of one-on-one with Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper, and then key in on the role players, and we saw the role players struggle. We saw the Thunder struggle in general shooting from the field, and so if you can limit their three-pointers, those were practice shots they were getting in games 1, 2, and 3. Alex Caruso literally looked like Steph Curry. I told that to you on the post-game show, so if they can play, I think tonight is a chance to maybe do a little bit of both. I think Sean Sweeney's so good that he'll, the associate head coach for the Spurs, defensive guy. I think maybe they can trap SGA at some points early on, make them uncomfortable, then play off them at times and play the defense that they did in game 4.
I'm sure he's going to have another one very soon, if not tonight, but certainly later on. But as far as meet the moment games, I thought that was Victor's best of his young career the other night.
Yeah, he's just brought it. I think in game 2 and game 3, fatigue set in. 49 minutes game 1, 40-20 game, all the excitement, all the noise surrounding that game, big-time environment. Weighed on the whole team a little bit, I think. And, again, not losing 2 straight since January is crazy. So they'd never lost 3 straight at all this season. So that's why I think everyone was super, they thought they would take care of game 4. But yeah, he was impactful on both ends, and it always just is in the paint with him every single time. But I will say, when he hit the 40-footer, it was over.
Yeah, and it was easily the loudest the building has been in the course of these plays. I think that, just in the context of when you hit the shot going into the locker room, that to me is really what sparked the second half and basically the end of the game, to your point.
Yeah, I mean, the Thunder kind of were making a run there towards the end of the first half, got it into single digits, and then the Spurs, answered back and got it to double digits at halftime. And I will say, I think the Thunder crowd is known as maybe the one of the loudest crowds in the league, but the Spurs pop that shot in those moments in the first half or the second half, I think they were the loudest it's been in the NBA playoffs.
Okay, so moving in here into tonight's game number 5, Keldon Johnson this morning called the biggest game of the season. I get the sense that even though this is a game 5, in many ways, it kind of feels a little bit like a game 7 based on the way this series has gone and whether you and I have talked about it being a war of attrition. If either of these teams is going to have anything left, should they get to a game 7?
Yeah, I think treat it as a game 7. I mean, the Spurs, again, they've said all postseason long, they don't know what they don't know, and it doesn't matter. They're going to go out there and not care about the outside noise and play to the best of their abilities. I think tonight, again, it all hinges for Oklahoma City on Chet Holmgren. This guy is so good. All third team for the NBA. Is one of the best defensive players in the game. Made all but one shot in the restricted area last series against the Lakers. This series, he's 11 of 21 from the restricted area. That's a lot to do with Victor and the Spurs defense. If they continue to play him like they are and he continues to struggle, I don't know where the offense is going to come from if the role players don't play well for Oklahoma City.
So much has been made about the officiating in this series, which I find funny because it's a different officiating crew every single game. But we get our first double official in terms of Tony Brothers getting the call here tonight. And this, I think, was what brought the entire narrative of Oklahoma City's defensive tactics was after Game 2 in the game that Tony Brothers reffed, where Isaiah Hartenstein's caught, bumping Victor, pulling the hair of Steph Castle, doing all these little things. I at least am curious to see, if the game follows the same trend line, if the teams adjust, if Oklahoma City tries to do what they did in game number 2 to get the Spurs off balance a little bit here.
Yeah, I think the physicality took a step down in game 4. But, I try to not worry about the officiating too much. It's such a big topic. When I'm doing games with Sean, I let him take care of the officials, and I just try to move on. But, yeah, I think it's going to be physical. I think Hartenstein has played generally well this whole series against Victor Wembanyama. But I think, from their defensive perspective, they're going to put Hartenstein on him a little bit. try Caruso, try Dort again. They're just going to have to muck it up as best they can and be very physical. So we'll see.
All right, we got post-game wrap as well coming up after the game, wherever you get your social post-games, Facebook, YouTube. Yeah, you got more?
I just want everyone to know.
Okay.
Go on SanAntonioExpressNews.com and read the story that Tom Morrisborn wrote about Dan and Danalytics. It was a great story. You deserve all the praise. You've been sounding awesome during the playoffs, and I can't wait to listen again tonight.
Appreciate it, bud. That's Jacob Toby. We got more coming up. Spurs and the Thunder, Game 5. Western Conference Finals. Spurs Radio continues in a moment.
Are you a current or former military service member, first responder, or government employee? The Spurs would like to honor your service by offering you up to 25% off tickets to select playoff home games this postseason. To get your exclusive discount, simply verify your eligibility online with Spurs partner GovX. Registration is fast, easy, and totally free. Visit govx.com, that's govx.com, or go to spurs.com/salute to learn more. Thank you for serving our country and communities. See you at the arena.
Lionel Richie. And Earth, Wind, and Fire. The tour continues. San Antonio, you're invited to sing a song all night long. Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind, and Fire. Together in one magical night you don't want to miss. Frost Bank Center, July 28th. Get tickets now at livenation.com.
Most of the jewelry sold in the U.S. is made in India or China. At America's Diamond, we design and create our jewelry right here in San Antonio, and the difference in quality is amazing. Most jewelers stock a couple of diamonds over 1 carat and a handful of diamond engagement rings. At America's Diamond, we stock more than 800 diamonds over 1 carat and 3,000 diamond engagement ring styles. Quality for quality, we guarantee that the everyday America's Diamond price is lower than any jewelry store's very best sale price, or we'll refund the difference plus 25%. America's Diamond is locally owned, and all 45 of us live here in San Antonio with our families. The America's Diamond Circle of Support charitable program has raised more than $1 million for San Antonio's schools, churches, and charities. America's Diamond is the official jeweler of the University of Texas at San Antonio Athletics, the San Antonio Spurs, and Mission Baseball. See our television program tonight and every night on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. Call 561-1000.
Welcome back to Spurs Radio Game Night. From the Spurs Net Center, I'm Carl Schoening. Spurs and Thunder set to tip off at the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City a little after 7:30 tonight for Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. It's a pivotal game with the series tied at 2 games apiece. Tip-off is not too far away, and when we come back, we'll get the broadcast rolling, and Dan Weiss will open it up as the Spurs look to take a big lead heading into Game 6 back in San Antonio on Thursday night. Spurs Radio continues in a moment.
Cheering the Spurs. You're listening to San Antonio Spurs basketball.
You smell that? Spring. Hibernation's over. It's time to run it. Run it until the grass becomes long and the hedges duck and cover. Then, run it again. Still, get up to $50 off select AK battery tool sets. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
Spurs. It's playoffs time, San Antonio, when every moment matters and there's no room for hesitation.
And when it's time to make your next move, Hill Country Honda is ready to deliver.
Shop online or on the showroom floor and find the perfect new Honda built for performance, reliability, and value.
You'll also find a deep lineup of certified Hondas and quality used vehicles.
Plus, Hill Country Honda pays top dollar for every trade.
Too much to offer, not enough time. Don't wait for the buzzer.
Visit HillCountryHonda.com and get more on 1604 at Hill Country Honda.
The pride of the great Lone Star State, the Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs are on the air.
On the San Antonio Spurs Radio Network.
Your San Antonio Spurs!
San Antonio Spurs playoff basketball is brought to you by Methodist Healthcare, serving humanity to honor God. Frost Bank, exactly what you unexpected. The official bank of the San Antonio Spurs.
The Spurs in the NBA playoffs!
Yes, sir.
Tip-off for the Spurs.
All right, here we go. Here's the opening tip.
And now, the voice of your San Antonio Spurs, Dan Weiss.
For a second consecutive series, the Spurs reach the ever-pivotal Game 5, even at 2. This time with the defending champion Thunder, as the Western Conference Finals return to Lower Bricktown with a best of 7, now a best of 3. A pleasant good evening. Welcome inside the Paycom Center. Dan Weiss upstairs in the broadcast booth. As always, it's great to have you with us. The Spurs are tied with the Thunder and 2 wins away from a 7th trip to the NBA Finals, thanks in part to their best defensive effort of these playoffs and Sunday's win in Game 4 at the Frost Bank Center. On a night where the Spurs shot just 38% from the field and 9 for 33 from downtown, they won going away by continually frustrating the two-time MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the rest of his teammates, as Mitch Johnson's club forced a playoff-high 20 turnovers, tied for the most committed by the Thunder in any game this season. And while it may not have been the crispest game on the offensive end, Victor Wembanyama more than set the tone for the evening, starting out aggressive and filling the box score with a game-high 33 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks, and 2 steals, while hitting the shot of the night, a 40-foot heave to beat the halftime horn, giving the Spurs the push they needed to put the Thunder away in the second half. The Thunder were held to just 82 points, the fewest in the regular season and playoffs in the last 4.5 years. And the question for Mark Daigneault is what now? With Jalen Williams and A.J. Mitchell still nursing injuries and not ready to offer their support. And frankly, it may just come down to which superstar can shine brightest to get 2 more wins. Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals coming up along the Central Plains. This is Spurs Radio.
Looking for an opportunity to grow in the insurance industry? AHIA is recruiting motivated health insurance agents who want to build a successful career helping families find the coverage they need. Whether you're already licensed or looking to get started, our team provides the support, training, and tools to help you succeed.
Interested in joining their team or learning more about your coverage options? Call 210-210-AHIA. That's 210-210-AHIA or visit ahiabenefits.com today.
Most of the jewelry sold in the U.S. is made in India or China. At America's Diamond, we design and create our jewelry right here in San Antonio, and the difference in quality is amazing. Most jewelers stock a couple of diamonds over 1 carat and a handful of diamond engagement rings. At America's Diamond, we stock more than 800 diamonds over 1 carat and 3,000 diamond engagement ring styles. Quality for quality, we guarantee that the everyday America's Diamond price is lower than any jewelry store's very best sale price, or we'll refund the difference plus 25%. America's Diamond is locally owned, and all 45 of us live here in San Antonio with our families. The America's Diamond Circle of Support charitable program has raised more than $1 million for San Antonio's schools, churches, and charities. America's Diamond is the official jeweler of the University of Texas at San Antonio Athletics, the San Antonio Spurs, and Mission Baseball. See our television program tonight and every night on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. Call 561-1000.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the San Antonio Spurs and the NBA. From seeing your favorite Spurs stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood, nothing compares to catching the game in person. Even if you're headed to the arena last minute, you can still score tickets at Ticketmaster. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Spurs. See you courtside, San Antonio.
From the Spurs Net Center, I'm Carl Schoening. Spurs and Thunder moments away from tipping off at the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City for Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. Tonight's marquee matchup is the Spurs versus the rowdy Thunder crowd. OKC is known for having one of the best home court advantages in the NBA, and the Spurs will certainly have to deal with a loud crowd that wants their next home game to be the NBA Finals. When we come back, Dan Weiss will have your starting lineups and tip-off between the Spurs and the Thunder. Spurs Radio continues in a moment.
Con Spectrum TV no me pierdo ni un partido, porque tengo todas mis aplicaciones favoritas juntas. ¡Golazo! Más TV en vivo y todos los canales de deportes. ¡Se va! ¡Se va! ¡Se fue! Todo en un mismo lugar sin pagar extra. ¡Canasta! Un plan, un precio, un lugar y todos tus deportes. Visita spectrum.com/toda tu TV para más información.
¿Fuertes dolores de estómago? ¿Dificultad para respirar? ¿Dolor de espalda? No se autodiagnostique. En caso de emergencia, confíe en los expertos de Methodist Healthcare. En caso de emergencia, cuente con nuestros equipos de atención y nuestras cómodas ubicaciones. Nuestros servicios de urgencia están abiertos las 24 horas del día, los 7 días de la semana, y ofrecen una atención de alta calidad. Elija sabiamente. Elija Methodist Healthcare. Encuentre la sala de emergencias más cercana en sahealth.com/ER.
You smell that? Spring. Hibernation's over. It's time to run it. Run it until the grass becomes long and the hedges duck and cover. Then, run it again. Still, get up to $50 off select AK battery tool sets. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Welcome back inside the Paycom Center here on a Tuesday night. This is Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. Series tied at 2 games apiece. The winner of tonight, a win away from meeting the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals. The Knicks sweeping away the Cleveland Cavaliers last night, 4-0 along the shores of Lake Erie. Let's get to starting lineups tonight. Beginning with the Spurs, 10-5 in these playoffs, 5-2 on the road. Winners in game number 4 on Sunday night, 103-82. Same starting 5 for Mitch Johnson. This group is 8-4 in the postseason as a unit. At one guard, De'Aaron Fox, 6'3", 190 in his 9th year out of Kentucky. In the playoffs, averaging 18 points, just under 6 assists per game. Alongside Stephon Castle, 6'6", 220 in his 2nd year from UConn, averaging 19 points, 6.5 assists, and 4 rebounds. In the front court, Julian Champagnie, 6'7", 215 in his 4th year from St. John's, averaging 10 points, 5 assists in the playoffs. Alongside Devin Vassell, 6'5", 205 in his 6th year out of Florida State, averaging 13 points, 5 rebounds in the postseason. The man in the middle is Victor Wembanyama, 7'4", 240 in his 3rd year from France, averaging 23 points, 11 rebounds, and just under 4 blocks per game in the playoffs. In this series, Victor is averaging 30 points, 13 rebounds, over 4 blocks per game. Mitch Johnson, the head coach of the Spurs. Oklahoma City is 10-2 in these playoffs, 5-1 here at home. And it'll be the same starting 5 for the Thunder as it was on Sunday. At one guard, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 6'6", 200 in his 8th year out of Kentucky, averaging 27 points and 8 assists in the playoffs. Alongside Lou Dort, 6'4", 222 in his 7th year out of Arizona State, averaging 5 points and 2 rebounds. In the front court tonight, and actually misspoke, it's not Cason Wallace, but it is Jared McCain who's in the starting 5 tonight. McCain, 6'3", 210 in his 2nd year out of Duke, averaging 8 points and a rebound, getting his first start in these playoffs. Alongside Chet Holmgren, 7'1", 213 in his 3rd year from Gonzaga, averaging 16 points and 8 rebounds. And the man in the middle is Isaiah Hartenstein, 7', 267 in his 8th year from Germany, averaging 9 points and 8 rebounds. Mark Daigneault is the head coach of the Thunder. Our officials for tonight's game is assigned by the NBA. The crew chief, Tony Brothers, works the series for the 2nd time. He worked game number 2 alongside the referee James Capers, the umpire Sean Wright, the alternate JB DeRosa, Ben Taylor back at the replay center tonight in Secaucus. Spurs tonight outfitted in their icon blacks for the 5th time in these playoffs. Black jerseys, silver and white trim, white letters, white numbers across the back. Spurs 3-1 in their icon blacks in the playoffs. Into the regular season, 15-3 wearing their icon blacks. The Thunder, for the first time since last year's finals, are wearing their association whites here in the playoffs. Haven't worn them yet at all through the first 2+ rounds of the postseason. White uniforms, white shorts, blue and orange trim, blue letters, blue numbers across the back. In NBA history, the Game 5 winner in a best-of-7 series that is tied at 2 games apiece has gone on to win the series 81% of the time, overall with a record of 198-44, including each of the last 8 such occasions. Spurs are 13-2 when winning game number 5 versus 1-8 when they lose, while the Thunder are 6-0 when winning game number 5, 1-4 otherwise since moving to Oklahoma City back before the 2008-2009 season. And ironically, the Spurs and Thunder, for the 4th consecutive playoff series, and the 5th if you go back to their time, Oklahoma's time in Seattle, have been tied at 2 games apiece, with a Game 5 winner going on to win the series in 6 games. Spurs move from left to right across the radio dial here in the opening half. As away we go. Tony Brothers throws it up. And alongside our on-site engineer, Britt Lockhart. Statistician Avery Schneider. I'm Dan Weiss. Thanks for joining us this evening from the Paycom Center. Spurs control the opening tap. Aaron Fox fires up the right wing 3. It's off the front of the rim. No good. And Chet Holmgren brings down the rebound. Back the other direction, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's had a tough series shooting the basketball. He's shooting just 39% in the series. Gets it out to Jared McCain, left side, turning the corner on Fox. Will now get it back from Hartenstein. McCain attacking in the paint, pulls up, sees Victor, tries to hand it to Holmgren through his hands, turnover. Devin Vassell takes it the other way, shovels to Champagnie. Pull up, left wing 3, too strong. Rebound Fox, back to Champagnie. Up fakes pass Holmgren, kick out Vassell. Back to Fox to the left side. 8 on the shot clock to Castle, right wing. Castle trying to slide his way past SGA, lost the ball. Steps only had 2 turnovers each of the last 2 games, but he coughs it up here on the second possession for the Spurs. McCain into the right corner for Lou Dort, his 3, too strong. And both clubs struggling to start here. Holmgren with the offensive rebound, and the turnaround jumper is good for the first points of the game. And they need a big night from Chet Holmgren as Vassell launches on the right side of the other end and comes up short. Holmgren averaging just 11 points and 6 rebounds in the series. Gilgeous-Alexander to the right side, Jared McCain. McCain in the right corner, backing it in on Vassell. Right elbow, fall-away jumper, no good, well off the mark. And the deep rebound was knocked away momentarily by Dort, but ends up in the hands of Champagnie. Spurs taking the other way. Fox bouncing off McCain, spinning to the right block, switching hands, puts it up, no good. And the Spurs have started the game 0-3, but they get the ball back on a turnover. Vassell lines up for Victor underneath, had it knocked away and stolen. So the Spurs 0-4 and a couple of turnovers here as Hartenstein with Victor out of the play spots Dort, right corner 3, no good. And Wembanyama had the rebound, lost it, but taken by De'Aaron Fox. Here come the Spurs in transition. Fox with the ball over to Castle, right side, pull-up 3 on the way, yes sir. Stephon Castle, first points of the game for the Spurs. And Castle shooting 37% in these playoffs, and in the series, that's only his 5th made 3-pointer. 3-2 Spurs for their first lead of the game. First field goal on 5 attempts to start. Holmgren with the ball, left side, bouncing off Devin Vassell, attacking, spinning, left elbow, turnaround jumper is good. And it's almost as if Chet Holmgren got the message and heard the narrative in between games. Fox taking it all the way down, lays it off the window and in as the Spurs beat the Thunder down the floor, reclaim the lead here 5-4. Gilgeous-Alexander keeping Castle at bay, attacking. Here comes the help. Kick out, or actually was trying to place it low for Hartenstein, threw it away. Wembanyama in transition, threw it right to Chet Holmgren. Looked like that ball got tipped by Lou Dort. Back the other way, SGA. Bouncing off of Champagnie to the left block now, the baseline. With the ball as he sweeps through, and now he'll pull up for the baseline jumper. That's no good. Offensive rebound momentarily in the hands of McCain before taken away by Champagnie. Castle, bounce pass behind to Fox. Lines up the left wing 3, no good. And Dort skies for the rebound. Spurs have started 2-7, 1-5 from downtown, but they lead the game 5-4. Gilgeous-Alexander right side. He takes it to the right corner. The double comes, spots Hartenstein underneath, slams it down. Victor going to help. Wembanyama a little bit slow as he comes up the floor here. He's okay. Gave a thumbs up to De'Aaron. Castle will bring it in here on the right side. Vassell will set the screen. Switched on to McCain between his legs. Castle gets loose in the paint. Castle kick out. Champagnie corner pocket three. Yes, sir. JC for three, and that's a good sign. Champagnie is 0-5 from downtown in game number 4. Spurs lead it by 2, 8-6, 8-11 to go first quarter. Left side is Hartenstein all the way out top, guarded by Wembanyama, handed to McCain. McCain attacking, bouncing off Victor, threw it right to Champagnie, another turnover. Devin Vassell in transition, back to Champagnie, lines up the left wing three, got it! That's 2 in a row for Champagnie and a timeout for Mark Dagnall. And the Spurs want a quick 6-0 run here. Couple of threes for Julian Champagnie. And the Spurs on top 11-6 as we step aside for an SWBC timeout. 7:56 to go, opening quarter. Spurs Radio, game number 5 of the Western Conference Finals from Oklahoma City, continues in a moment.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
Nothing compares to catching your San Antonio Spurs live. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Spurs and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you were there live. So put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Spurs.
Stay connected to your Spurs family. Download and sign in to the official Spurs app presented by Frost. Scores, highlights, or stats, no problem. Tap into every game night with the digital arena presented by Ledger. From chats to trivia, climb the leaderboard for real prizes on game nights.
Come to Spurs 2-on-1.
Stay close to every play, every moment. Download free in your app store or visit spurs.com/app. Season presented by HEB.
This May, see the USA in a Chevrolet from North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Now a 6-time Chevrolet Dealer of the Year. Or visit the fastest growing Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership in South Texas, North Park CDJR. Just 15 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville. Get posted pricing and a 72-hour return policy on over 800 new and pre-owned vehicles. North Park Chevrolet and North Park Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram are all part of the Kalig Auto Group family of dealerships.
The 2025-2026 Spurs season is presented by HEB. 7:56 to go opening quarter. Spurs on top of the Thunder, 11-6. Early look at the Bet365 stats. Spurs started the game 4 of 9 from the field, 3 of 7 from downtown. 4 assists on their 4 made field goals. Quick 6 points for Julian Champagnie on back-to-back threes. Oklahoma City 3 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from behind the line. And just 1 assist so far in the game. They do have 3 steals. The Spurs have 4 steals, and thus the story of the game early on, 7 turnovers in the first 4 minutes of the game combined. The team particularly crisp on the offensive end to start, but it's the Spurs on top by 5 here, a little more than 4 minutes gone by. Let's check in for the first time tonight with Carl Schoening. He's at the Spurs Radio Net Center.
Well, Dan, I think I'm talking over an emergency thing that's going out over the WAI airwaves, but with Isaiah Hartenstein on the court, Wemby is allowed to play drop coverage on ball screens, and this will help San Antonio perimeter defenders help to contain the OKC ball handlers from getting off any mid-range jump shots, while also you have to be ready for that Isaiah Hartenstein push shot that he was so able to effectively shoot in the first half in Game 4.
Yeah, well, that was what Hartenstein had the first 8 points, all on push shots, all on floaters that all had the highest arc of any shot in these playoffs. And so the Thunder will have the ball here coming out of the timeout. Into the game for the first time is Jalen Williams on for Hartenstein. Spurs bring the starters back on here. Gilgeous Alexander, left side. As he runs now into Champagny. Gilgeous-Alexander, 7 on the shot clock. Steps through, lays it up with the right hand, falls off the rim. Rebound taken by Castle. SGA started the game 0 of 2 from the field. One of the left wingers, Devin Vassell. Champagny will pick it up, gives it back to Devin, and out here to Castle. Castle into the left corner. 11 on the shot clock. Skip pass was a grenade that was partially deflected. Fox got it back, floats it up and around, no good. Well, Jared McCain had it in his hands, was going the other way, but left the ball behind him, but De'Aaron unable to cash in. Gilgeous-Alexander over to Dorton to the right corner for Chet Holmgren. Jab step now attacking Wembanyama. Backing it in here. We'll get it out here to McCain. Left wing, 8 on the shot clock. Back to Holmgren out top. Down to 5. Right side for Dort. Straight away. Dort with 3, with 2. Gets a lane, lays it up and in. Defense collapses. Lou Dort able to find the seam. And the first 2 points of the game for Dort. Spurs by 3. 11-8. 6:48 to go. Castle, right-hand dribble. Crossing up to the left side here now, trying to use Wemby on a screen, gets to Champagny. Champagny getting downhill, puts it over. Holmgren in for 2. Nice take by Julian as he goes up top against the 7-footer. And Champagny's got 8 here in the first quarter. 13-8, Spurs by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander spins on Castle, lost the ball. Steph able to save it. Good hustle. Here come the Spurs. That's already 5 turnovers early. Champagny, right wing 3. Got it. JC for 3. He's on fire to start the game. 11. First player in double figs. Spurs by 8. 16-8. Gilgeous-Alexander to the baseline. Kick out around the horn. McCain. Left side is Holmgren. Holmgren between his legs. Shot clock at 10. Backing it in. Down to the left block. Turnaround jumper's good. And Chet Holmgren. He's got 3 field goals and 6 points. Champagny already matched his series high with 11. Wembanyama up fakes. Kicks it back to Champagny. Corner pocket 3. That one doesn't fall, but a loose ball foul underneath. Called on the Thunder. Fouls on Jalen Williams. And the first foul on him, and that is the first foul of the game. As Casey Wallace, Alex Caruso check in for the Thunder for the first time. And for the Spurs coming in, Dylan Harper and Keldon Johnson. Harper will inbound to the far sideline, gets it into the hands of Wembanyama. Victor out top, guarded by Jay Will. Screen set by Johnson. Wembanyama behind his back, left-hand dribble, shot clock at 5. Kick out Champagny, pulls up, left wing 3, no good. Castle skies for the rebound, had it, lost it out of bounds. Who last touched it? Tony Brothers says the Spurs. Ball will go back over to Oklahoma City. Victor Wembanyama has not attempted a shot here in the first 6.5 minutes of the game. Champagny has got 11 of the 16 for the Spurs, who lead it by 6. 16-10. Holmgren guarded by Dylan Harper. Jab step. Chet now with a help company. Kick out Caruso. Back to Holmgren. Right elbow squaring up on Harper. Shot clock at 5. Back to Caruso. Right corner 3 is up and good. And Alex Caruso had a playoff high 31. And 8 made 3-pointers in game number 1. Knocks down his first of the night. Castle, uncontested layup, and he missed. Wow. Steph Castle, an uncontested layup as he blew right by the Oklahoma City defense, and he missed everything. As Holmgren gets bumped, no call. Kick out back here to the left side, controlled by Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander, and knocked away by Johnson. Another turnover. Dylan Harper ahead of the pack. Lays it up. No follow-up. Good for Champagny. Julian Champagny, 13 first quarter points. Spurs by 5. 18-13, 4.5 remaining. Around the horn, Jay Will over to Holmgren. Right corner 3 is off the mark for Cason Wallace, and the rebound ripped down by Keldon Johnson. The Thunder have started the game 1 of 4 from behind the line. Castle coughed it up. I'll tell you one thing. Tony Brothers, when he repped the game on Tuesday night, in game number 2, that is, only called 42 combined fouls, second fewest in this series. And letting them play here early. Holmgren takes it strong, puts it in. Chet Holmgren is having a strong first quarter, and a timeout taken by Mitch Johnson. Holmgren started the game 4 of 4. 8 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal early. We take you to the SWBC timeout. 3:59 to go opening quarter. Julian Champagny has got 13 of the 18 points for the Spurs here to start. Here on top, 18-15. This is Spurs Radio.
Ahia, ahia.
Have you thought about how your family would be protected if the unexpected happened? Life insurance can help provide financial security for the people who matter most, help cover expenses, protect loved ones, and bring peace of mind. At AHIA, our agents can help you find the life insurance coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Don't wait. Call 210-210-AHIA. That's 210-210-AHIA or visit AHIAbenefits.com to learn more today.
Spectrum TV makes sports easy, so I never miss. Never miss a homer. Never miss a home field hat trick. Never miss a goal line stand, inches from the end zone. Never miss an end-to-end, tic-tac-toe, top-shelf snipe. Never miss a downtown buzzer beater for the championship win. Get your favorite streaming apps included at no extra cost with Live TV. It's one plan, one price, one place for all your sports. For details, visit SpectrumTV.com.
In the playoffs, every move matters. That's why the San Antonio Spurs trust UT Health San Antonio, their official sports medicine partner, to keep them in the game. It's the same level of care available to you. From sports injuries to joint replacement, our nationally recognized physicians combine experience with research-driven care to help you get back to what matters most. Get the care trusted by the Spurs. Find a UT Health San Antonio physician at everythingittakes.org.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/Spurs card to learn more.
3:59 to go in the opening quarter. Spurs on top by 3, 18-15. Julian Champagnie, a playoff career high, 13 points here in this opening quarter. Most points in a quarter for Jules in his brief playoff career. Our Spurs history tonight presented by Fanatics. Well, tonight we mentioned at the top marks the fourth straight time that the Spurs and Thunder have been tied 2-2 in their respective series. 2016, 2014, and 2012. All tied at 2 apiece. In each of the previous 3, the winner of Game 5 has gone on to win the series and has done it in 6 games. There has never been a Game 7 between the Spurs and the Thunder in their respective playoff history. Carl Schoening also pointed out that if you wanted to take Oklahoma City's history back to Seattle, the Spurs and Sonics in 2005, they were tied at 2 apiece as well. And that series was taken in 6 games too. So, interesting to say as far as the trends go. And we'll see how this series shakes out. Game 6 coming up Thursday night. Game 7, if necessary, will be Saturday night right back here inside the Paycom Center. Victor Wembanyama has played 8 minutes in this game and has not taken a single shot yet. Does have a rebound, does have a steal, and he remains in the game. Of course, the story of the series has been the Spurs plus-minus with Victor on the floor, and when he's been off the floor. They're a plus 50 when he's been on the floor, and a minus 46 when he's been off the floor. Dylan Harper will bring it up on the right side. He's picked up by Cason Wallace. Spot Champagnie, left elbow extended, back to the basket, hands to Johnson. Johnson attacking, lays it up off the glass, around and falls off the rim. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound, outlet to Wallace, back to SGA, right side Holmgren. Jab steps into the paint, cut off, lost it, goes out of bounds, and last touch by the Spurs. But the Thunder have been not crisp or sharp, for that matter, with the basketball early. 6 turnovers that have already led to 8 points off of turnovers. The Spurs forced 20 turnovers in Game 4. It turned that into 25 points. Caruso inbounds to Jalen Williams. Out top it comes, Gilgeous-Alexander. And a foul. It's called on Keldon Johnson. That is the first foul called against the Spurs, and it comes with 3:31 remaining in this first quarter. Like I said, 21 fouls against the Spurs, 21 fouls against the Thunder in Game 2 when Tony Brothers ref. Attacking, here's Wallace, lays it up left hand for 2. And Cason Wallace with his first field goal. Wallace is averaging 9 points in the series. Fox gets it to Wembanyama. Victor moves it to Johnson. Up fake. Johnson attacking. Lobs it to Wembanyama. Slams it down. Our first Methodist Healthcare assist And it's Keldon spotting Victor for his first 2 points. Johnson gets his first assist. Pass into the corner, deflected out of bounds. And the Thunder keep possession. 17 on the shot clock, 3:07 to go opening quarter. Spurs on top by 3 here at 2017, as now Victor Wembanyama will check out. And Luke Cornett into the game for the first time. Devin Vassell will come back in for Keldon Johnson. Isaiah Hartenstein's back into the game for Chet Holmgren. And Kenrich Williams, who really got his first true minutes in the series in game number 4, he is also into the game as he replaces Jalen Williams. Caruso will inbound underneath the basket, gets to Hartenstein. Bounce pass over to Gilgeous-Alexander, left elbow extended. Double team, kicks to Caruso. Left corner 3 is up and off the front of the rim, no good. Hartenstein, offensive rebound. Fresh 14, kick out to Caruso. Right corner is Wallace. Wallace backing it in there on Vassell, lobs it back out to SGA. 4 to shoot, makes his move, floats it up in the paint, around and no good. Gilgeous-Alexander is 0 of 3 to start the game. Quickly ahead, Carter Bryant, who's into the game for the first time, and it poked away from them by Wallace out of bounds. Carter Bryant coming in, averaging 2 points, 2 rebounds. In the playoffs, Dylan Harper will inbound underneath the basket. Harper guarded by Wallace. Vassell trying to break free. Harper looking, obs it into Cornett. Cornett holding, hands it back off to D. Harp. Left side, spots Bryant. He'll pull up, left wing 3 is no good. Rebound controlled by Hartenstein to the outlet on the left side here to Wallace. Wallace back into the front court. Right hand dribble off to Gilgeous-Alexander. Jab step now goes after Harper, lays it high off the glass, falls off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out to Williams, pull up 3 is good. Kenrich Williams, who was 2 of 4 from downtown in game number 4, in his 4th three-pointer of the playoffs, and we're tied at 20. 2:10 to go opening quarter. D. Harp, right hand dribble. Rolls here now into the paint, pulls up with the left hand. No, but a foul call by Tony Brothers on the shot, and it's on SGA, and Dylan Harper will get a pair of free throws. Second team foul against the Thunder, and only the 3rd foul called in this first quarter. As Dylan Harper goes to the free throw line, 7 points in 21 minutes in game number 4. Harper in his first run in the playoffs, averaging 13 points and 5 rebounds, shooting at 52% from the field. First free throws up and good. Also 82% from the line. In this specific series, D. Harp, who started in that double overtime victory with 24 points in game number 1, now averaging 12 points, 5 rebounds, and over 3 assists. He had 7 steals in that first game. He's not had a steal since. Second free throw is good as he gets the roll. The first 2 free throws of the game with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Spurs by 2. 22-20. Caruso hands to Hartenstein, shovels back to SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander weaves into the paint, pulls up with a right hand, no, but a foul called inside on Carter Bryant, who seems like every time he's on the floor, he's being whistled for a foul. Second team foul on the Spurs, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander the free throw line looking for his first points of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander has 2 double-doubles in this series. He's averaging under 25 points as he sinks the first free throw. And like we said, he's not been particularly efficient. 39% shooting, 4 of 15 from behind the line. But what he has been excellent at is what he's doing right now, shooting free throws. He's now 34 of 35 in this series. Second free throw is good. Ties us up again at 22 with $1:55 remaining in this opening quarter. And the Aaron Fox back in on the left side will hand it off. Carter Bryant attacking, goes straight down the middle and slams it down with 2 hands. First points of the game for Carter Bryant, and they were with authority. Spurs by 2, 24-22. Gilgeous-Alexander spotting Caruso in the left corner, guarded by Cornett. Caruso, kick out right side, Wallace. Wallace in the paint, lays it up, left hand, no good, but a foul inside. And to be called on Luke Cornett. And it'll send Cason Wallace to the free throw line. Foul call by Sean Wright. And so Wallace will go to the free throw line. Cason Wallace, 83% in these playoffs. These are only his 7th and 8th free throws of the postseason. First free throws up and good. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. This is Spurs Radio.
News Radio 1200 WOAI, San Antonio's breaking news, traffic, and weather.
One more free throw on the way for Wallace. Second one is up and good. 24 apiece. Spurs have a 6-2 record this season when Victor has taken one shot in over 8 minutes of game action. That's a good find. De'Aaron Fox goes up strong, no good. Cornette had the offensive rebound, literally ripped out of his hands by Kenrich Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander in transition. Drops it off to Caruso and threw it away. Hartenstein was the target, but he never turned back to receive the pass, and Caruso just threw it out of bounds. Another turnover in Oklahoma City is their 7th of the quarter. 14-6 run for the Thunder. We're knotted at 24 as we come upon the final minute of the first quarter. De'Aaron Fox spinning in the paint, goes to the right block, cutting underneath Caruso, kick out, left wing, Carter Bryant for three, got it! CB for three, and 5 points off the bench for Carter Bryant, and the Spurs have knocked down 5 from downtown in this first quarter to lead it by 3. 27-24, 46 seconds to go here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander picked up by Bryant at the logo. Shot clock under 10. Gilgeous-Alexander, left-hand dribble. Screen coming from Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander to the right elbow. Back to Caruso. Shot clock at 2. Gilgeous-Alexander for 3. That's good. Right as the shot clock expires. Good possession for the Spurs, but SGA drains the 3. And his first made field goal of the game, and then a steal. Cason Wallace takes it from Dylan Harper, lays it up. No, Caruso, offensive rebound, throws it back out to Williams. And a 7-second difference, game clock and shot clock. Carter Bryant all the way out at the timeline, fouls Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll put SGA at the line. Second foul on Carter Bryant and the Spurs. Second foul in the last 2 minutes. And Gilgeous-Alexander back to the free throw line. Thunder had a 2-0 lead in this game, and that was it. Spurs grabbed a 3-2 lead. Gilgeous-Alexander gives Oklahoma City their first lead since. As the Spurs back to the bench here for the final 17 seconds. Steph Castle, Julian Champagnie, and Victor Wembanyama all back into the game. One more free throw here for Gilgeous-Alexander. 28-27, 17.7 remaining first quarter. SGA 1 of 5 from the field. And these are his third and fourth free throws. Second one good as well. Thunder by 2. Spurs can hold for the last possession. 29-27. Under by 2. Castle walks it up the floor. Game clock at 11 here. Castle pounded by Wallace. Shot clock, game clock down to 6, down to 5. Castle to Wemby at the logo. Victor with 3, with 2. Victor has got to do something. Pull up 3. Good if it goes. No good. And that's how the first quarter comes to an end in Oklahoma City. Rallying back at the end of the first quarter to grab the lead. After 12 minutes, 29-27, Julian Champagnie, 13 points to pace the Spurs. 5 of 8 shooting, 3 of 6 from downtown. Carter Bryant, 5 points off the bench as well. Spurs down 29-27. 12 minutes down, 36 to play. Spurs Radio, Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals from OKC. Continues in a moment.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
Are you a current or former military service member, first responder, or government employee? The Spurs would like to honor your service by offering you up to 25% off tickets to select playoff home games this postseason. To get your exclusive discount, simply verify your eligibility online with Spurs partner GovX. Registration is fast, easy, and totally free. Visit govx.com, that's govx.com, or go to spurs.com/salute to learn more. Thank you for serving our country and communities. See you at the arena.
Severe stomach cramps, trouble breathing,
Back pain? Don't diagnose yourself. For emergency medical care, leave it to the experts at one of our Methodist Healthcare ER locations. When it's an emergency, count on our trusted care teams and convenient locations. Our ERs offer high-quality emergency care 24/7. Choose emergency medical care wisely. Choose Methodist Healthcare. Find a location near you at sahealth.com/ER.
Start of the second quarter in Oklahoma City. Spurs down 29-27. Look at the Bet365 stats from the opening 12 minutes of play. Spurs shoot 41% from the field. And they knock down 5 3-pointers, 5 of 13 in quarter number 1. Remember, they only knocked down 9 3-pointers in all of game 4, going 9 of 33. Spurs dished out 9 assists on their 10 made field goals, had 6 steals in that opening quarter, did turn it over 5 times for 6 points. Led by 13 points from Julian Champagnie, all in the first 8 minutes of the game. It's a new Spurs record for most points in a single quarter by an undrafted player in a playoff game, previously held by Bryn Forbes, who had 12 in the fourth against Golden State back in 2018. Meanwhile, Oklahoma City ended up shooting 50% from the field, 3 of 7 from behind the line, 6 assists on their 10 made field goals. They had 5 steals, but turned it over 7 times, led to 11 points off the turnovers. 8 points, Chet Holmgren in that first quarter, 7 for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but he was only 1 of 5 from the field. Victor Wembanyama only took 2 shots, including that last 3-pointer as the buzzer sounded. So we begin the second quarter. Spurs begin with Wembanyama, Champagnie, Dylan Harper, alongside Harrison Barnes on for the first time and Steph Castle. As Hartenstein had it knocked away from his hands, recovers, goes to work on Wembanyama, bouncing off him, attacking, floats it up off the rim, and it falls off. And the rebound drops down to Steph Castle. Castle pushing Wemby turning to his left, and he goes up and he's fouled. Right, Victor was going to go between his legs, instead moved to his left hand, and he gets fouled on the way up. Fouls on Isaiah Hartenstein, that's his first. And send Victor Wembanyama to the free throw line. Victor Wembanyama, who had 33 points in game number 4, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, also had 2 steals and 3 blocks. First free throw is good. He also had 3 3-pointers in the game. The only 2 other players in NBA history to have that stat line in a playoff game, LeBron James and Kevin Durant. He's pretty good company. Wembanyama in these playoffs shooting 85%. He is now 80 for 93. In this series, he's now 31 for 35. Second free throw is good, as the Spurs have tied it up here at 29 in the opening minute of the second quarter. Alex Caruso out there with Hartenstein, McCain, Holmgren, and Wallace. Caruso goes right after Wembanyama and draws the contact foul, and will send Alex Caruso to the free throw line as Victor picks up his first. First team foul against the Spurs here in quarter number 2. And so Alex Caruso, who was the spark off the bench in game number 1. A game where basically the Spurs were content to let anybody but the 2-time MVP beat them on the floor. And Caruso nearly willed Oklahoma City to that game 1 win as he rattles around the first free throw and in. The 31 points for Caruso was 1 shy of his career high of 32 points. He 8 3-pointers in a game, the most he's made in any game in his career. Second free throw is good as well. And Oklahoma City is now 8 of 8 at the line. Spurs are 4 of 4. Thunder back up by 2. 31-29, 11:20 to go, second quarter. D. Harp brings it up on the right side between his legs, behind his back, guarded by Caruso. Spins to the right elbow, slapped away by Caruso, and another steal. Caruso, his pass just gets through to Wallace, now down low to the baseline. Hartenstein floats it up and in. Isaiah Hartenstein, his second field goal, 4 points for him. 83-29, biggest lead for OKC. Castle gets a step, jump step in the paint, goes up, blocked, but a foul on Hartenstein, and that'll be his second. And Steph will go to the free throw line. It was Isaiah Hartenstein who, the last time that Tony Brothers refed in game number 2, was, I would say, chided on social media for his antics defensively against the Spurs. Particularly of one Steph Castle. It was a great shot of him pulling Steph's hair as Castle's first free throw is no good. It falls off the heel of the rim to his left. Jalen Williams will check in for Hartenstein now. Leaves those 2 fouls, 4 points, and 3 rebounds. In that game number 2, Hartenstein had 10 points and 13 rebounds for his second double-double of these playoffs. Castle, second free throw is good as it rolls in. 33-30, 10:56 to go until halftime. Caruso will bring it up on the right side. He's picked up by Champagnie. Left-hand dribble. Caruso across Jay Will. Hands it off to McCain. Back to Jay Will into the corner. Wallace. Left corner three's good. Jason Wallace shooting 45% from downtown in the postseason. He harped to Castle. He'll pull up right wing three. No good. Too strong. Rebound taken down by Wallace. And now this Thunder crowd starting to get into the game. Jay Will into the right corner. Caruso. Give it back to Jalen Williams. Holds it up high over Champagnie. Around to Wallace up top. Wallace into the paint. Kick out. Caruso right wing. Jay Will three. Good. Timeout. Mitch Johnson. Jalen Williams only had 1 3-pointer in game number 4. Knocks down the 3-pointer here, and the Thunder as a team have already tied their number of threes in game number 4. 5 of them. And they got their largest lead of the game, 9, 39-30, as we step aside for an SWBC timeout. 10:15 to go here until halftime. Spurs Radio, game number 5 of the Western Conference Finals from OKC, continues in a moment.
He lines up the shot from way downtown. Don't let low credit make reaching your financial goals feel like a long shot. Self has the tools to help you get the credit you deserve.
He shoots. He scores.
Spur your credit forward with Self, the official credit building app of the San Antonio Spurs.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/SpursCard to learn more.
In the playoffs, every move matters. That's why the San Antonio Spurs trust UT Health San Antonio, their official sports medicine partner, to keep them in the game. It's the same level of care available to you. From sports injuries to joint replacement, our nationally recognized physicians combine experience with research-driven care to help you get back to what matters most. Get the care trusted by the Spurs. Find a UT Health San Antonio physician at everythingittakes.org.
Don Toliver presents Octane Tour. Live in San Antonio. Performing at Frost Bank Center June 14th. With special guests Saw Baby, Sofago, and Chase B. Get tickets now at LiveNation.com. Don Toliver. The brand new album Octane is available everywhere now. For more, visit DonToliver.com.
He wants to shoot from way downtown. I don't know about this one. Does reaching your financial goals feel like a long shot? With Self, it doesn't have to. Get the tools you need today to help build the credit you deserve.
He shoots. He scores.
Spur your credit forward with Self, the official credit building app of the San Antonio Spurs.
10:15 remaining here in quarter number 2. It is a 10-3 run for Oklahoma City to start the second quarter. It is a 26-12 run for Oklahoma City going back to the middle of the first quarter. They're on top 39-30. Their largest lead of the night. Back-to-back three-pointers, and now 5 for the game, matching the 5 that they had in all of Game 4. Let's check in with Carl Schoening back at the Spurs Radio Net Center.
Seems like we have a shootout on our hands, Dan. The Spurs and Thunder only combined for 15 made threes in Game 4, and together they already have 10 made threes to this point. So it seems like the hotter team from distance could have the edge tonight.
Yeah, and once again, it's that Thunder bench, which in the first 3 games of the series just blew the doors over the Spurs bench, and they've got 18 right now of their 39 points in this game, led by 7 from Case and Wallace. Whereas the Spurs bench got a quick 5 from Carter Bryant, and the other 2 in this game coming from Dylan Harper right now. 39-30 here as we return from the timeout. It was interesting looking at the net ratings of the starting 5s of the conference finalists this year. The Spurs starting 5 coming into tonight had a net rating of plus 31, more than double the net rating of Oklahoma City's starting 5, which included Jalen Williams, starting in the first 2 games of this series. And immediately on the inbound, Dylan Harper turns it over. And not the start the Spurs wanted out of the timeout. McCain floats it up, no good. And the Spurs dodge a bullet there despite the turnover by Dylan Harper right off the timeout. 7 turnovers aside, Spurs with the ball. Castle will put it into the hands of Harrison Barnes, HB. Right side picked up by Chet Holmgren. Holmgren reaching in, gets it into the hands of Wembanyama. Left elbow, Victor. Jab step, makes his move on Jay Williams. Gathers contact as he throws it up, and we'll get to the foul line. Wembanyama back to the line for the second time. Jalen Williams picks up his second foul. So 2 fouls apiece on Hartenstein and Williams, who've had the primary defensive assignments on Victor Wembanyama so far here in this game tonight. It's 3 team fouls now on the Thunder with 9:47 to go until halftime. Chance of flopper for Victor Wembanyama after the Spurs fans serenaded SGA with the same chant in San Antonio. First free throw is good. Well, Tom Haberstroh for Yahoo Sports has been compiling some of the, I guess, quote-unquote flopper stats, or at least when shooters fall and how much they fall after every shot. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in these playoffs falls more than any other player, both on made shots and non-made shots. So take that as you will. Second free throw coming up here for Victor. That one is up and good as well, too. 39-32. And Wembanyama up to 6 points in the game. Thunder by 7 as Caruso walks it up on the right side. Slips past Castle behind his back. Step recovers. Caruso over to McCain, left side. Jared McCain picked up by HB. McCain splits into the defense, puts it up right hand for 2. As Jared McCain inserted into the starting lineup for the first time in these playoffs, gets his first points of the game. Castle. Bounce pass over to Fox. Extra pass, Champagnie. Right corner, 3's good. JC right back on the floor and continues with a hot hand. His 4th 3 of the game. And the Spurs back to within 6. Holmgren spots Wallace. Back out to Jay Will. His pass deflected out of bounds by Steph Castle. So the activity from game number 4 remains for the Spurs. They've forced 7 turnovers in this game. 11 points off those turnovers, but the Spurs have been, unfortunately, equally as frustrating with the ball as they've turned it over 7 times themselves. Inbounded to Wallace. Left side to McCain. Screen Caruso. McCain right-hand dribble over to Caruso. Left wing. Caruso attacking. Caruso reverse layup. No. Tipped up. And a little foul before the ball was tipped up on the rebound. And fouls on Julian Champagnie, and that's going to put Alex Caruso on the free throw line. And Caruso a little slow to get back up. Champagnie picking up his first foul. Only the 6th foul of the game called against the Spurs. And so Alex Caruso, 5 points already in the game, 3 assists, 3 steals for Caruso. The Thunder have 7 steals. The Spurs have 6 steals. We yet to have a block recorded on the Ledger block meter here tonight. Like I said, has not been the crispest of games here to start game number 5. First free throw for Caruso's up and good. Oklahoma City remains perfect at the line. They're 9 of 9 from the charity stripe. Thunder, the number 1 free throw shooting team in these playoffs at 84%. Spurs come in as the number 4 team in these playoffs, 79%. The 82 points that the Thunder were held to in game number 4 was the lowest they had scored in either a regular season or playoff game since December of 2021. Now, they did score 81 in the Emirates NBA Cup final last year, but that's an exhibition. That doesn't count. Right side, here's Harrison Barnes. To Victor Wembanyama, straightaway 3 on the way, no, but a loose ball foul underneath as Harrison Barnes gets knocked down by Cason Wallace. And Wallace will pick up his first. And the 4th team foul against Oklahoma City. Would have been a 3-1 if Victor had knocked down that 3, but instead the Spurs will take it side out with a fresh 14, down by 8. 43-35, Castle looks to inbound. Gets it into the hands of Barnes, right corner. Poking at it is Holmgren. Shot clock down to 9. Barnes back to Castle. Castle, left hand waist-high dribble. Castle up top, gives to Victor. Victor, left elbow extended. Shot clock at 1. Victor's got to pull up. Pulls up. Shot is no good. And the rebound taken by Caruso. After McCain knocked into his hands, quickly ahead here to Wallace. Wallace speeds through, kick out Williams. Tried to shovel it back to Holmgren, knocked out of bounds by Castle. The Thunder will keep possession. 16 on the shot clock, up by 8. 8:23 to go until halftime, 43-35. Evan Vassell over to the scores table will come in here momentarily. As it comes on for Julian Champagny, he's the only player in double figs in this game with 16 points. 6 of 9 shooting, 4 of 7 from downtown. Jay Will inbound to the far sideline for the Thunder. It's into the hands of Caruso over the right hash marks. Caruso, left-hand dribble, spins on Fox. Caruso pulls up. Jumper is good as he gets the friendly roll. Caruso's got 9. Thunder with their first double-digit lead of the game. 45-35. Castle attacking, spins on Williams, lost his footing as he goes down and draws a foul. And if it's on Jay Will, that'll be his third. Now going to get Caruso instead. That's Caruso's first. They call Caruso for the trip behind Jay Will. Stuck out his right foot. Yeah, he tripped him. Castle doesn't usually fall that easily by himself. And Steph will go to the free throw line for a pair. Castle 1 of 2 at the line, 4 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. A steal so far here in the game. Steph has turned it over a couple of times here tonight. Castle much, much better in terms of ball security over these last 2 games. 1 turnover in game number 4, 1 turnover in game number 3. And after a combined 20 turnovers in games 1 and 2 of this series. Steph back at the line here, bends the knees. First free throw is up and good. Castle, 3 double-doubles in the postseason. He is also 8th among playoff participants in assists, averaging 6.5 per game. Keldon Johnson's back in for Harrison Barnes. Steph in this series averaging 17 points and 8 assists. And we mentioned he has struggled with the long ball in this series, coming in at 4 for 20. And tonight he has knocked down 1 of 2. Spurs as a team, 6 of 15 from behind the line tonight. Second free throw for Castle is up and good as well. Steph's got 6, 45-37, under by 8, 4 minutes gone by second quarter. Wallace, right-hand dribble, attacking Wembanyama, now pulls it back out. Caruso, hands to McCain. McCain to the left block, kick out Holmgren. Holmgren picks up the dribble, gets it over to Wallace, 9 on the shot clock. Right side, Wallace into the corner. Williams, pull up 3, no good. Rebound tipped by McCain into the hands of Castle. Steph pushing to Johnson. Johnson up the left sideline, back to Castle. Castle crossing up Wallace. Castle, left elbow, Victor rolling. Castle instead to Fox. Uncontested, left wing 3. No good. Rebound, Holmgren tips it up to Williams. Quickly ahead, pushing McCain. Right side, he'll pull up for 3. No good. Rebound taken on the weak side by Vassell. The outlet over on the left wing to Fox, back across the timeline. De'Aaron makes his move past McCain. Driving, picking up the dribble. Kick out Vassell, extra pass. Johnson, right corner, going baseline. Keldon going strong, puts it up for an in for 2. Keldon Johnson, first points of the game, 45-39. 6-point game, 7:05 remaining, and a foul will be called on Keldon Johnson, and Steph Castle wanted a flop on Jalen Williams. He was immediately signaling the flop signal there and gets a call. Johnson picks up his second. Lou Dort, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander check back into the game. Thunder were actually a +4. SGA sitting on the bench. Gilgeous-Alexander will inbound here for Williams. Thunder by 6, 5 minutes gone by here in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander picked up by Johnson. Gilgeous-Alexander, left-hand waist-high dribble. Step back, left elbow jumper is no good. The rebound tipped out, however. An offensive board as it ends in Holmgren's hands. His fadeaway jumper blocked by Wembanyama. There's our first block of the game. Then Castle nearly threw it away. Recovers, back to Vassell, left wing 3. No good. Castle with a rebound. Lobs it up for Wembanyama. Knocked away by Holmgren at a foul on the floor. That's going to be on Holmgren holding Victor's aerial jump there. Going to be Chet's first. That is the 15th foul in Oklahoma City, and the Spurs are in the bonus for the remainder of the half as Victor goes back to the foul line. Well, Victor Wembanyama, the first block of the game, and that was on Chet Holmgren. shades of his block on home run a couple of years ago at the Frost Bank Center. Alex Caruso is making his way back to the Oklahoma City locker room here. Wembanyama free throw is good. Victor now with 7 points. 1 of 3 from the field, 5 of 5 at the line. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 7 points on the other end. He is 1 of 6 from the field, 4 of 4 at the line. One more free throw for Wembanyama. Spurs 10 of 11 at the stripe here in the first half. Down by as many as 10. They're on a 5-0 run. And make that 6-0 as Victor hits a pair. 45-41. 6:37 to go until halftime. Jared McCain as he brushes past Dylan Harper, and then Harper fouls him from behind. That's Harper's first and the 14th foul against the Spurs. And the Spurs, who only had 4 fouls in the first quarter, now 4 already here in the first 5.5 minutes of the second. Inbounded to Holmgren. Guarded by Vassell, given back to SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander, shot clock at 11. Guarded by Castle. Gilgeous-Alexander between his legs, spinning. Gilgeous-Alexander, Castle takes it away. Steps, held him the entire way, and then foul from behind. And a transition take foul is called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, as he held on the jersey of Castle after Castle swiped the ball away from the 2-time MVP. That's great defense from Castle. And a transition take foul, and sending Victor Wembanyama to shoot the technical. The Spurs will get 1 shot here. Wembanyama with the technical free throw is good. And they'll be side out. A little bit of an unfortunate position, because if that's not a transition take foul, Castle's getting 2 free throws because the Spurs are in the bonus. Instead they get 1 free throw, they do get the ball. Castle to Harper, extra pass, Johnson. Johnson bouncing off Holmgren, slams it down with 2 hands. And a timeout, Mark Daigneault. So it turns into a 3-point possession anyway, as Keldon Johnson, the big body, powers through Chet Holmgren, and the Spurs pull back to within 1 on a 9-0 run. 6:08 to go until halftime. Oklahoma City on top, 45-44 as we take you to the SWBC timeout. Spurs Radio. Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals from the Paycom Center continues in a moment.
It's playoffs time, San Antonio, when every moment matters and there's no room for hesitation.
And when it's time to make your next move, Hill Country Honda is ready to deliver.
Shop online or on the showroom floor and find the perfect new Honda built for performance, reliability, and value.
You'll also find a deep lineup of certified Hondas and quality used vehicles.
Plus, Hill Country Honda pays top dollar for every trade.
Too much to offer, not enough time. Don't wait for the buzzer.
Visit HillCountryHonda.com and get more on 1604 at Hill Country Honda.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the 4th quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
Are you a current or former military service member, first responder, or government employee? The Spurs would like to honor your service by offering you up to 25% off tickets to select playoff home games this postseason. To get your exclusive discount, simply verify your eligibility online with Spurs partner GovX. Registration is fast, easy, and totally free. Visit govx.com, that's GOVX.com, or go to spurs.com/salute to learn learn more. Thank you for serving our country and communities. See you at the arena.
When the Spurs win, you win with the official playoff win giveaway. Thanks to our friends at Taco Palenque. Get a free Taco Palenque breakfast taco after every Spurs playoff home or away game win. Choose from potato and egg or bean and cheese. It's available from 6 to 9 a.m. at Taco Palenque locations in San Antonio, Austin, Laredo, El Paso, Eagle Pass, Corpus Christi, and across the Rio Grande Valley. Use the code SPURSWIN in the Taco Palenque app or in-store. Limit 1 per guest per day. No purchase or game ticket necessary. 9-0 run here for the Spurs. It's down 45-35. Now have made it a 1-point game. With 6:08 remaining until halftime. Well, before tonight's game, the final awards of the season was handed out as Coach of the Year. And Mitch Johnson, a finalist for the award, but Joe Mazzulla earned 62 first-place votes and is named the Coach of the Year. Mitch Johnson finishing in third, receiving 9 first-place votes, 17 second-place votes, and 37 third-place votes, despite an impressive turnaround. And his Spurs team, 62 wins after missing the playoffs each of the last 6 years and finishing with a number 2 seed. Oklahoma City out of the timeout with Hartenstein, Dort, Hasten Wallace, Kenrich Williams, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander slips past Wembanyama, baseline jumper is up and around the good. Gilgeous-Alexander gets the roll. 9 in the game for him. 47-44, snaps the 9-0 run. Castle left side, watched by Dort, screen Vassell. Castle, kick out, Johnson down to the baseline, guarded by Williams. Shot clock at 9, Castle brings Williams out. Spots Dylan Harper and unable to handle the pass over his head. Johnson with a turnover. And the Spurs give it back to Oklahoma City. That's 8 turnovers now on the Spurs. Each team 8 in the game. Thunder by 3, 47-44, 5.5 to go until halftime. Castle again guarding SGA, bumps him and fouls him, and that'll put the Spurs over the limit. That's Steph's first foul. 80 feet away from the rim, those are the fouls that you don't like, especially when you're over the limit already. SGA has not been able to get a shot off with Steph guarding him so far in this game tonight. About 2 minutes plus worth of game time, but these are his 5th and 6th free throws, rather. He's got 9 points. You get the sense tonight that SGA, even though he hasn't had the efficiency that he's wanted in this series, he might have a big night just because he might get to the free throw line a ton. He's averaging 9 free throw attempts in the postseason. And the MVP chance greet him at the line as he sinks a pair, and he's the first Thunder player in double figs now with 11. And Oklahoma City, just like that, back up by 5. 49-44. Castle switched on to Gilgeous-Alexander, left side, right-hand waist-high dribble. Looking for Wembanyama. Castle gets free, pulls up right elbow. Jumper's good for Steph. That's his second field goal. He's got 8. 49-46. Victor Wembanyama still has only taken 3 shots in this game. He is 7-7 at the line. Gilgeous-Alexander, left elbow, pulls up over Castle, no good. And the rebound, Devin Vassell, and Gilgeous-Alexander now 2 of 8 from the field. Vassell, behind his back, working on Kenrich Williams, hands it off to Wemby. Right side, Castle. Castle calling for the isolation. Now Wemby comes to the left screen. Castle, right elbow, pocket pass underneath. Harper has it slapped out of his hands, gets it back. Spots Victor, goes up with the left hand, doesn't get the roll. Rebound taken by Kenrich Williams. And the outlet on the right side. Here comes Cason Wallace in transition. Spotting Dort, left wing 3 is up, is good for Lou Dort. Dort 34% in these playoffs, that's his 18th three. Thunder by 6, 52-46, 4:20 remaining. Vassell up top between the circles. Devin, free throw line jumper is up and short. Rebound right down to Keldon Johnson. On the deck, they battle for it, and a jump ball whistled underneath. James Capers immediately calling for the jump ball. And we'll see who will jump it up here. Like he was pointing at Dylan Harper. It looks like it's going to be Harper and Wallace. Hartenstein arguing his case as well, too. I think it's Dort in there. Yeah, it's going to be Dort I would say, and Dylan Harper here. Spurs getting ready to go to their bench. And it will indeed be Dylan Harper and Lou Dort here to jump it up. And the Spurs now will make the subs here. Luke Cornett, Julian Champagnie, De'Aaron Fox all back into the game. Chet Holmgren is back into the game for Kenrich Williams. D. Harp will jump it up here with Dort. Spurs 23 on the shot clock right now. This would be if Oklahoma City wins possession. Dort jumping before the ball is thrown up and does it again. Hits the ball. James Camper's going to let him go one more time, and the tip controlled by Dort and taken by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA guarded by Fox. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking down to the right baseline. Pull-up jumper, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's third field goal, he's got 13. Under back up by 8, 54-46. Spurs -7 with Wembanyama on the bench right now. Fox over to Harper, left wing three on the way. Got it! Dylan Harper, big-time shot. And his first field goal of the game, he's got 5. And the Spurs, 7 3-pointers in this first half, keeping him in the game. 54-49. Hartenstein off that pocket pass, got broken up and another turnover. Devin Vassell racing the other way. Vassell to Champagnie, left corner, going baseline. Champagnie stops, puts it up, left hand, no good. Gets his own rebound, goes up, blocked by Holmgren. Champagnie gets it back, out to Cornett. 8 on the shot clock, pass intended for Harper, deflected out of bounds. Shot clock at 8. 9 turnovers on the Thunder for 14 points after they committed 20, tying a season high in game number 4. So the turnovers of the three-point shooting for the Spurs, keeping them around here, down by 5. Fox up top. De'Aaron turns the Jets on. De'Aaron, left elbow, fadeaway jumper, in and out. Rebound, Holmgren had it, lost it on the deck, picked up by Hartenstein. Cornett trailing the play. Gilgeous-Alexander with numbers. Over in the right corner, spots Dort. Dort attacking left hand at the elbow. Fadeaway jumper, short. Drops right to Holmgren, goes back up. He's fouled by Champagnie. Chet will get a couple of free throws as Jules picks up his second foul. And Chet Holmgren, after a great start in the first quarter when he was 4 of 4, has yet to score here in the second quarter. And Holmgren in the restricted area was 27 for 28 coming into this series. As Alex Caruso is back on the floor and coming back into the game as he sinks the first free throw. Coming into tonight, Chet Holmgren was 11 for 21 in the restricted area in the first 4 games of this series. Obviously, the presence of Victor Wembanyama certainly alters that. And Caruso's back into the game, along with Jalen Williams, as Wallace and Hartenstein sit. And one more free throw for Holmgren, who was named to the All-NBA third team. Second free throw is good. Holmgren's got 10, second Thunder player in double figs. Oklahoma City up 7. 56-49, under 3 minutes remaining, first half. Fox over to Castle, right side behind the arc. Screen coming from Vassell, switched on to Gilgeous-Alexander. To Champagnie. Champagnie attacking in the paint. Trying to lean into Holmgren, kick out Vassell. Corner pocket 3, short. Rebound taken by Holmgren. Devin tonight is 0-4 from the field. He is yet to score in this game. Gilgeous-Alexander right by Castle. Skip past Dort. Extra pass Jay Will looking. Now gets to Caruso. 11 on the shot clock. Over to Holmgren. Down to 9, down to 8. Wants to go to work on Cornett. Gets past him. Lays it up off the glass. In for 2. Holmgren's got a dozen. The lead is 9 once again. 58-49. Fox back to Castle. Guarded by Dort. Castle, jab step, left hand, waist high dribble, offensive foul and an illegal screen set by Champagnie. That'll be his third. And the 9th turnover of the game against the Spurs. And Cornett's going to come out because, again, that lead just seems to build every time Victor Wembanyama goes to the bench. Spurs are -8 in the Victor Wembanyama minutes here tonight, -54 in the series. And you get a timeout on the floor and a coach's challenge being called by Mitch Johnson on this illegal screen set by Julian Champagnie, as Tony Brothers will come over to the scores table to confirm. And they're going to take a look at it, and he's got to first tell us before they take a look at it.
The ruling on the floor is an offensive foul on San Antonio. The play has been challenged by San Antonio.
All right, Tony, now you can put the headset on. We'll take a timeout. 2:04 to go until halftime. Spurs on down by 9, 58-49. Spurs Radio Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
You smell that? Spring. Hibernation's over. It's time to run it. Run it until the grass becomes long and the hedges duck and cover. Then, run it again. Still, get up to $50 off select AK battery tool sets. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Offensive foul on Oklahoma City. Therefore, the offensive foul is negated. We're in the penalty. It'll be 1 plus for 2. San Antonio challenge is successful. They keep their timeout, and they keep their ability to challenge the rest of the game.
All right, chalk up another win for Big John Harris down on the Spurs bench. Spurs are now 9-4 in challenges here in the playoffs. They get an offensive foul on Champetti, overturned to a defensive foul on Chet Holmgren. That'll be his second foul. And we'll send Julian Champetti to the free throw line. So instead of 3 fouls on Champetti, draw up a second foul now on Holmgren. And Champetti, who's already got a series-high 16 points in the first half, and they go to the line for a pair here. It's been a tough series for Jules coming into tonight. First free throw is up and good. He was only averaging 7 points, did average 6 rebounds a game, but was shooting 29%. And coming into into Game 5 tonight, he was 6 of 31 from the three-point line. He's obviously broken out of that here tonight in a big way. 4 of 7 from downtown, 6 of 11 from the field, makes 1 of 2 at the line. It's the second miss at the line tonight for the Spurs. The Thunder lead it by 8, 58-50, 2 minutes remaining, first half. McCain will get it to SGA at the logo. Gilgeous Alexander into the double team with Wembanyama. Kick out Caruso. Caruso launching the right wing 3, and that's good. And another assist for Gilgeous Alexander, his third, and Caruso now with a dozen off the bench. Oklahoma City, their largest lead of 11. Castle bumped and fouled. He'll get to the line as he gets downhill to the right block. And the foul on Cason Wallace is his second. Castle will go back to the line for his 5th and 6th free throws. So the fouls piling up here in the second quarter after Tony Brothers let him play in the first. That's already 9 fouls in the quarter on Oklahoma City. Spurs have committed 6. First free throw is good. So 15 combined fouls in the second quarter after only 6 combined fouls in the first quarter. 1 more free throw for Castle. 9 points, 17 minutes, 4 of 5 of the line. Second one on the way is good as well. Spurs 15-17 at the line. Oklahoma City 14-14. 9-point game, 61-52, 95 seconds remaining. Caruso into the paint, and Fox got him on the reach-in, but they're going to get Devin. They're going to get De'Aaron on the reach-in. That'll send Alex Caruso back to the free throw line. So Caruso, 12 points after not scoring in game number 4. Played 14 minutes, only took 1 shot in the game. First free throw for Caruso is good. And yet, despite not scoring, Alex Caruso coming into tonight, still averaging over 15 points a game in this series, while shooting 60% from the three-point line. And overall, 58% in the series. And he's back to those ways tonight with 13 points in the first half to tie Gilgeous Alexander for the team high. Second free throw is good as well. And the Thunder back on top by 11. Caruso with 14. Fox attacking left hand, bouncing off Wallace, spots Castle. Right corner three is up, no good. Push off by Champagnie. They send Gilgeous-Alexander to the floor, and that's 3 fouls on Champagnie. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will go back to the free throw line. 7th and 8th free throws of the half. That will tie a playoff high. The free throws in a half. 80 seconds remaining. Thunder have led by as many as 11 here in this first half, their current lead. Gilgeous-Alexander, 13 points again on 3 of 9 shooting, but put him at the line, he's going to score. First free throw's good. He is now 40 for 41 in this series. And overall for the playoffs, he is shooting just a shade below 90%. Largest lead of the game for the Thunder. One more free throw still coming. Second one is good as well. Under by 13, 65-52 with 80 seconds remaining. The Spurs got to get Victor Wembanyama going in the second half. Keldon Johnson walks it up on the left side. Picked up in midcourt by Gilgeous-Alexander. Waist-high dribble the right hand. The outstretched arm of Wemby. Shot clock at 10. Victor all the way out of the logo, spotting Johnson. That was an errant pass. Keldon still able to pick it, and then his pass to the corner deflected out of bounds. That had turnover written all over it for Victor, and Keldon Johnson did well to maintain possession for the Spurs. They got 5 on the shot clock. As Fox will trigger the inbound to the far sideline. 61 seconds to go until halftime. Fox looking, gets it to Wemby. Victor pulls up, left wing three. No good. Loose ball foul is going to be called on Caruso this time, and Castle will go to the line. That call made by Sean Wright. Well, so much for letting him play. We had that for 12 minutes. Second 12 minutes has been an entirely different story. Castle back to the free throw line. Coming up at the half, Carl Schoening. He's got your halftime report. Take a look at first half scoring summary, stats, highlights, and analysis. First free throw for Steph on the way is up and good. Also, we'll recap the Eastern Conference Finals. A clean sweep by the New York Knicks. They have won 11 in a row. Their point differential over their 11-game winning streak of 270 points is the largest in any 11-game stretch in NBA history, regular season or playoffs. Castle makes a pair of free throws. All that coming up in the half with Carl. 65-54. Final minute as the Paycom Center rises to their feet for the final minute. Gilgeous-Alexander and a bump foul on Castle. That'll be his second. They'll send SGA back to the line. He had 8 total free throws in the first quarter. We've had 29 here in the second. And now make it 30 as SGA hits the first. 9 of 9 at the free throw line. And Lou Dort's back into the game. Also back in Kenrich Williams, also back in Jared McCain. Hartenstein comes out with Wallace and Caruso. And again, it's that Thunder bench outscoring the Spurs bench 27-14 as SGA hits a pair. And he's 10 of 10 at the line, 17 first half points. 67-54, 13-point game, 45 seconds remaining. After the Thunder only scored 82 in game number 4, they've already got 67, not even at halftime. Fox, right elbow, down to the block, picks up the dribble, kick out Johnson, spinning on SGA, pulls up in the paint. Shot is good as he gets the roll. And Keldon Johnson, a little bit more finishing inside, 6 points for him. Executes the 2-for-1 as well. Spurs will get 6 seconds on the other side. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking Castle, pulls up with the right elbow, shot is good. And his fourth field goal, Gilgeous-Alexander with a 19-point half. 69-56, Spurs can hold for the final possession. 16 seconds remaining, Fox walks it across the timeline, guarded by Dort. Down to 10. Wembanyama sets the left screen. Fox goes to the basket, picks up the dribble, spots Wemby underneath, and it's tipped in. I don't know if Victor tipped that or not. I think Fox might have just scored that. And they're going to give credit to Victor. Here's SGA into the left corner. McCain three, good if it goes. No, and that's how the half comes to an end. So they now give De'Aaron Fox credit for the field goal. Victor did not. I didn't think he touched it. I just think it went over him and in. Right now they've got Fox for that field goal. Double check that at the half. One of the more odder shots we've seen go in with Victor in the vicinity. Whether he touched it or not, it was a good field goal, and it pulls the Spurs back to within 11 at the half, 69-58. Again, coming up at the half, Carl Schoening with your halftime report. Take a look at first half stats, highlights, analysis, and again, a look back at the Eastern Conference Finals as the New York Knicks advance to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999. All that and more, it's all coming up with Carl at the half. Thunder lead it by 11, 69-58. 24 minutes down, 24 to play. This is Spurs Radio.
Cheering the Spurs. You're listening to San Antonio Spurs basketball.
Welcome to basketball's biggest stage.
Somebody will reach basketball immortality.
Welcome to the NBA Finals.
That's basketball at its finest.
This is about more than a game, more than a series. This is about legacy.
You are watching what greatness is all about.
Tune in to see who performs under the brightest lights and who writes their way into history. The 2026 NBA Finals begin Wednesday, June 3rd on ABC.
Con Spectrum TV no me pierdo ni un partido, porque tengo todas mis aplicaciones favoritas juntas. ¡Golazo! Más TV en vivo y todos los canales de deportes. ¡Se va! ¡Se va! ¡Se fue! Todo en un mismo lugar sin pagar extra. ¡Canasta! Un plan, un precio, un lugar y todos tus deportes. Visita spectrum.com/toda tu TV para más información.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/SpursCard to learn more.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the San Antonio Spurs and the NBA. From seeing your favorite Spurs stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood, nothing compares to catching the game in person. Even if you're headed to the arena last minute, you can still score tickets at Ticketmaster. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Spurs. See you courtside, San Antonio.
Devin Vassell in transition. Back to Champagnie. Lines up the left wing three. Got it. That's two in a row for Champagnie and a timeout for Mark Dackhoff.
Julian Champagnie having a great first half for the San Antonio Spurs. At the half of Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals, the Oklahoma City Thunder lead the San Antonio Spurs 69-58. From the Spurs Net Center, I'm Carl Schoening, getting you your halftime stats and information, and we'll start right there where we began. Julian Champagnie leads all Spurs with 17 points in 16 minutes. He does it on 6 of 11 shooting from the field. He's knocked down 4 of his 7 three-point attempts and converted on 1 of his 2 free throw attempts. 5 rebounds and 2 steals to go along with those 17 points for Julian Champagnie. Also scoring in double figures for the Spurs, Steph Castle had 12 points in 19 minutes. He does it on 2 of 5 shooting from the field. He knocked down a three-pointer, but the majority of those 12 points come from the free throw line, where Steph is 7 of 8 from the charity stripe. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals as well for Castle. Victor Wembanyama with 11 points in 19 minutes to round out the double-figure scores for the Spurs. 2 of 6 shooting from the field for Wemby, 7 of 7 from the free throw line, a rebound, a steal, and a block for Victor Wembanyama in his 19 minutes of action in the first half. And to round out the starting lineup, scoring 2 points for De'Aaron Fox in 17 minutes. He has 8 assists and 2 steals as well for Swipa to go along with his 2 points and 8 assists. Off of the bench for the Spurs, Keldon Johnson with 6 points in 8 minutes, 3 of 4 from the field, a rebound and assist as well for KJ. 5 points for Carter Bryant in his 3 minutes of action, 2 of 3 shooting from the field and 1 of 2 from behind the three-point line for the rookie Carter Bryant. And 5 points in 12 minutes for Dylan Harper, 1 of 3 from the field for Harper. He knocked down that field goal from behind the three-point line and made both of his free throws. Harper also has an assist and a rebound for the Spurs with his 5 points. Totals up to 58 points. San Antonio shooting 39% from the field, 17 of 44 as a unit, and 7 of 21 from behind the three-point line. The Spurs do get to the free throw line 19 times and make 17 of those 19 free throw attempts. On the other side for the Oklahoma City Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a game-high 19 points in 19 minutes, 4 of 10 shooting for SGA, 1 made three-pointer on his only attempt, and 10 of 10 from the free throw line. 5 turnovers, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a rebound go along with the 19 points for SGA. Chet Holmgren having his best game of the series, 12 points in 17 minutes, 5 of 6 from the field, 6 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and a block as well for Chet. And off of the bench, Alex Caruso has 14 points in 12 minutes, 3 of 4 from the field, knocked down 2 of his 3 three-point attempts, and made all 6 of his free throws. Caruso also with 4 assists, 3 steals, and 2 rebounds. Oklahoma City has 69 points on 21 of 40 shooting from the field for 53% shooting. They've been lights out from behind the arc as they knocked down 7 of their 14 three-point attempts. And the Thunder, perfect 20 for 20 from the free throw line in that first half, as the officials certainly got involved and called it very tightly in the second quarter. Checking out some additional numbers here as we look at the battle in the paint, currently being won by Oklahoma City. They have 22 points in the paint to the Spurs 18. Second chance opportunities, even in offensive rebounds. Both teams have 6 offensive rebounds. The Spurs have turned that into 6 second chance points, and the Thunder have turned that into 9 second chance points. Turnovers has been a problem for both teams in the first half. 8 Spurs turnovers have become 10 Oklahoma City points, while OKC has turned the ball over 9 times, and the Spurs have taken advantage to turn that into 14 points. Oklahoma City's largest lead was 13, and the Spurs' largest lead was 8. In terms of getting out in transition, the Spurs doing a better job than the Thunder in that regard. 10 fast break points for the Spurs in the first half, only 2 fast break points for OKC. Checking out some final additional numbers. Bench scoring, 27 points for Oklahoma City, led by the 14 from Alex Caruso, to the Spurs' 16 points off of the bench. There have been 6 lead changes and 5 ties in this ball game. Seems like it could come down to the three-point shooting, in which case the Spurs are going to have to do a better job closing out on the OKC shooters, as they're knocking down 50% of their threes. Once again, the score at the half in Oklahoma City. The Thunder lead the Spurs 69-58 in Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. When we come back, we'll recap the Eastern Conference Finals as the Knicks punch their ticket to the NBA Finals for the first time this century. Spurs Radio continues in a moment.
Looking for an opportunity to grow in the insurance industry? AHIA is recruiting motivated health insurance agents who want to build a successful career helping families find the coverage they need. Whether you're already licensed or looking to get started, our team provides the support, training, and tools to help you succeed.
Interested in joining their team or learning more about your coverage options? Call 210-210-AHIA. That's 210-210-AHIA or visit ahiabenefits.com today.
¿Fuertes dolores de estómago? ¿Dificultad para respirar? ¿Dolor de espalda? No se autodiagnostique. En caso de emergencia, confíe en los expertos de Methodist Healthcare. En caso de emergencia, cuente con nuestros equipos de atención y nuestras cómodas ubicaciones. Nuestros servicios de urgencia están abiertos las 24 horas del día, los 7 días de la semana, y ofrecen una atención de alta calidad. Elija sabiamente. Elija Methodist Healthcare. Encuentre la sala de emergencias más cercana en sahealth.com/ER.
This summer, feel the game. Find your rhythm. Spurs Sports Academy. Boys and girls, ages 6 to 18, all skill levels, all heart, in San Antonio and Austin. Players are built here. Gain confidence every time the ball leaves your hand. With Spurs gear on your back, become more than you were yesterday, on and off the court. Register now. Spurs.com/camps.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
You smell that? Spring. Hibernation's over. It's time to run it. Run it until the grass becomes long and the hedges duck and cover. Then, run it again. Still, get up to $50 off select AK battery tool sets. Offer valid for limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
Castle to Harper, extra pass, Johnson. Johnson bouncing off Holmgren, slams it down with two hands. And a timeout, Mark Dagnall.
2 of Keldon Johnson, 6 points off of the bench for the Spurs. At the half in Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals, the Oklahoma City Thunder lead the San Antonio Spurs 69-58. From the Spurs Net Center, I'm Carl Schoening. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the Spurs Radio Network.
News Radio 1200 WOAI, San Antonio's breaking news, traffic, and weather.
The Eastern Conference Finals concluded last night as the New York Knicks swept the Cleveland Cavaliers 130-93. The Knicks become the first team in NBA history to win all 3 of their closeout games by at least 20 points, and they did it with at least 30 points in every single closeout game on their way to the NBA Finals. The Spurs hope that they can eliminate this deficit here at the half and then eventually meet the Knicks in the NBA Finals for a rematch of that 1999 Finals when the Spurs won their first NBA championship. Once again, the score at the half in Oklahoma City, 69-58. The Thunder lead the Spurs with the series tied at 2 games apiece. Pivotal Game 5, final 24 minutes coming up. When we come back, Dan Weiss will have your call to second half action on the Spurs Radio Network. This is Spurs Radio.
In the playoffs, every move matters. That's why the San Antonio Spurs trust UT Health San Antonio, their official sports medicine partner, to keep them in the game. It's the same level of care available to you. From sports injuries to joint replacement, our nationally recognized physicians combine experience with research-driven care to help you get back to what matters most. Get the care trusted by the Spurs. Find a UT Health San Antonio physician at everythingittakes.org.
Spectrum TV makes sports easy, so I never miss. Never miss a homer. Never miss a home field hat trick. Never miss a goal line stand, inches from the end zone. Never miss an end-to-end, tic-tac-toe, top-shelf snipe. Never miss a downtown buzzer beater for the championship win. Get your favorite streaming apps included at no extra cost with Live TV. It's one plan, one price, one place for all your sports. For details, visit SpectrumTV.com.
Nothing compares to catching your San Antonio Spurs live. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Spurs and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you were there live. So put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Spurs.
It's playoffs time, San Antonio, when every moment matters and there's no room for hesitation.
And when it's time to make your next move, Hill Country Honda is ready to deliver.
Shop online or on the showroom floor and find the perfect new Honda built for performance, reliability, and value.
You'll also find a deep lineup of certified Hondas and quality used vehicles.
Plus, Hill Country Honda pays top dollar for every trade.
Too much to offer, not enough time. Don't wait for the buzzer.
Visit hillcountryhonda.com and get more on 1604 at Hill Country Honda.
Cheering the Spurs. You're listening to San Antonio Spurs basketball.
Halftime wrapping up in Oklahoma City, where the Thunder lead the Spurs 69-58 at the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City. We now send it back to Dan Weiss, who has your call of the second half action. And Dan, 50% shooting from three needs to be slowed down by the Thunder as they found their rhythm again from distance.
They did, Carl, but I think the issue on the other end here is for the Spurs. I mean, they're being saved by the fact that they've knocked down 7 threes in the game. They've gotten to the line 19 times, but, you know, they only have 10 made field goals below the three-point arc in that first half. And once again, the Thunder are doing a good job of pushing Victor Wembanyama and his shot attempts away from the basket so far in this game. I've got to find a way to get Victor in better spots where he can do more of his damage down low.
Yeah, absolutely. And while De'Aaron Fox didn't really score, he really was a distributor with 8 assists. And we expect to maybe see a little bit more Fox and Alien here. But this is probably the time where if Wemby's going to play an entire half, he certainly has been extending his minutes, playing 19 of the 24 in the first half. He could go out there and leave it all on the floor for the biggest game of his career.
Yeah, we'll see what happens as we begin things in the second half. Thanks, Carl. The team's back onto the floor. Spurs move right to left across your radio dial in the second half, and we are underway alongside our engineer Britt Lockhart, statistician Avery Schneider. I'm Dan Weiss. Thanks for joining us. Game 5 in the Paycom Center. Kind of started with like a very interesting beginning, a lot of turnovers, and then a lot of free throws in the second quarter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the paint, sends it low for Chet Holmgren, deflected. Chet gets it back as one to shoot, goes up, didn't get it off in time, waved off by Tony Brothers at a shot clock violation as Holmgren slammed it down, but instead it'll be a 10th turnover on the Thunder. That's great defense by the Spurs, forcing an opening turnover on the first possession of the game against OKC. And again, it's Isaiah Hartenstein, the defensive assignment on Victor Wembanyama, keeping him away from the rim. Victor will get the ball, left elbow extended, squaring up on Hartenstein, jab step, attacking, backing him in, spinning to the right block, puts it off the glass, no, follow up by this Castle, wouldn't go either. And Hartenstein brings it down. And on the left wing is Lou Dort, back to Hartenstein, right side finds McCain. Jared McCain getting down to the baseline, weaving his way out, hands to Dort, left wing three is up and off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Champagnie, so a turnover, missed field goal for Oklahoma City on their first 2 possessions of the half. Fox inside, gets position, goes up, blocked by SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander comes away with a block. De'Aaron is 1 of 9 from the field tonight. McCain crossing up Champagnie, scoops it up, blocked by Wembanyama. Dort puts it up around and in on the follow. Victor gets his second block, but Dort with a follow. And Thunder lead it by 13, matching their largest lead. And then an offensive foul. Julian Champagnie with the illegal screen against Lou Dort. Champagnie picks up his 4th. The 69 points the Spurs gave up in the opening half were the most they have given up in a half this season in the NBA playoffs. Down by 13, Thunder with a basketball, 10 turnovers against the Thunder, and 9 turnovers now against the Spurs. And then McCain goes up, banks it in, count the basket and the foul. Foul's on De'Aaron Fox, second foul on him, and Jared McCain throwing one up, gets a chance, and an and-one. In a 15-point game now, as the Thunder have scored the first 4 points of the second half. 10:28 to go, third quarter. Thunder their largest lead of the game, and McCain unable to complete the three-point play, and that's their first miss at the line tonight after starting 20 of 20. 73-58, Thunder by 15. Castle with the ball left side. So back to Wembanyama. Victor, jab step up top. Victor spinning, right elbow, backing down. Victor inside, goes up, kick out the cell, extra pass. Champagnie into the paint, high off the glass, no. And the rebound ripped down here by Dort. Dort comes the other way with the ball. Gives it off to Gilgeous-Alexander, left side, guarded by Champagnie. Between his legs, step back, left wing threes, good. Timeout, Mitch Johnson. Largest lead of the game for OKC, 22. For Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the Thunder by 18, 76-58. 9:54 to go, third quarter. Spurs Radio, Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Have you thought about how your family would be protected if the unexpected happened? Life insurance can help provide financial security for the people who matter most, help cover expenses, protect loved ones, and bring peace of mind. At AHIA, our agents can help you find the life insurance coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Don't wait. Call 210-210-AHIA. That's 210-210-AHIA, or visit ahiabenefits.com to learn more today.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/SpursCard to learn more.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Not the way the Spurs wanted to begin the second half. It's a 7-0 run for the Thunder. Prompts a timeout for Mitch Johnson. The 18-point lead matches the largest lead of the series for Oklahoma City, 76-58. 9:54 to go, third quarter. Let's check in with Carl Schoening back at the Spurs Radio Net Center.
Dan, I'm going to have to state the obvious here, but the Spurs need to go on a run in this third quarter. It's feeling a little eerily similar to how the Spurs put the Thunder away in the third quarter in Game 4, so they can't let that happen to them heading into the final 12 minutes.
Yeah, Carl, and the irony of that is that the Spurs have been the best third quarter team in these playoffs with a plus 84-point differential, even though the third quarter was their worst in the regular season when they were only a plus 53 in point differential. We'll see how the Spurs respond. Victor Wembanyama, animated in the huddle during the timeout, trying to rally his team. But Victor it's very similar to what happened in game number 2, where Isaiah Hartenstein is really just kind of getting into the head of Victor, just kind of meeting him at the elbow, matching him with physicality, and Victor's just got to find a way to get himself engaged here. So the Spurs will bring it up down by 18, looking for their first points of the second half. Castle will hand it off to Fox, back to Steph, right side. Victor sets the screen, now he rolls. Castle drops it to Champagnie, kicks it to Vassell, over to Fox, left wing, and throws it away. Victor was moving back up to the top. Fox threw it away out of bounds. That's 10 turnovers on the Spurs. Jared McCain will bring it up on the right side. Spurs just not in sync, I think is the best way to put it here tonight after their performance in game number 4. Baseline jumper SGA is good, and he's starting to warm up. Now 6 of 12 from the field, 24 points, 9-0 run to start the second half. 20-point lead is the largest of the series for the Thunder. Castle going to work down the left block, reverse layup around Holmgren is good. And the Spurs finally break the schneid here to start the second half. Castle's got 14. Hartenstein holds it high, hands it to McCain. Baseline jumper over Vassell's good. Now they're hitting their shots. At 55% for the night, Jared McCain. His third field goal, he's got 6. 80-60. Castle into the paint, lobs it up. Wembanyama knocks it in, and he's fouled as SGA pushes him, and Victor on that high-low roll, able to tap it in and gets an and-one. As Shai Gilgeous-Alexander tagged with his third foul, and Victor Wembanyama will get an and-one. And let's see if that gets him and the Spurs going here. They ran that alley-oop just to perfection, and Victor out with that extended right arm, able to tap it up and in. 13 for Wembanyama, only his third made field goal of the night. The free throw is up and good to complete the three-point play. He's 8 of 8 at the line. And the lead 17, 80-63, 3 minutes gone, third quarter. McCain, left-hand dribble, screen from Holmgren, gets to Hartenstein, lobbing for Holmgren. Holmgren underneath. Here comes Wembanyama as Chet lost it on the way out. He's arguing he got bumped to the left shoulder as he complains to Tony Brothers. And the Thunder will keep possession underneath the basket here. 11 seconds on the shot clock. McCain to inbound. Holmgren rolling to the bucket. Hartenstein will get it, gives it back to McCain. McCain in the paint. Step back jumper. Good. Nearly blocked from behind by Castle, but he just got it up in time. 8 and 4 in the second half for Jared McCain. Castle back into the paint. Pulls up right hand. No good. Tipped up Wembanyama. Good. Count the basket and the foul again. So score the basket. Who's the foul on? As Victor Wembanyama going to the free throw line. Now Tony Brothers coming over. And now they're just saying it's going to be basket interference. Okay. Calling basket interference against Oklahoma City for sticking their arm through the rim. And the net on the underside. Goaltending against the Thunder. Count the basket for Wembanyama. Now 16 points for Victor, 82-65. 3.5 minutes gone here in the third quarter. McCain backing it in here now as he brings it up against Fox. Switched on to Vassell. SGA at the logo. Moves to his left. Gilgeous-Alexander spinning on Castle. Back out to McCain. Deep left wing three. That's good. Now this is game number 3, Jared McCain, who's now got 11 points in his first 3 of the ball game. 85-65. Castle, Champagny up top. Champagny into the paint. Euro steps, goes up, scores. Count the basket and the foul. And another and one. And Champagny a chance at a 20-point game. Chet Holmgren picks up his third. And Julian Champagny 1 point away from his first 20-point game of the postseason. Isaiah Hartenstein will check out, and Jalen Williams back in for him. Caruso back in for Dort. Williams and Caruso coming in 4 minutes into each half has been the substitute pattern for Mark Dagnall, as Champagny has got a 20-point night and a playoff career high, 85-68. 4 minutes gone here in the second half. McCain, guarded by Castle now. McCain splits through Castle. McCain kicks it back out, shoveled along to Caruso in the left corner. Caruso into the body of Wembanyama, picks up the dribble, spotting Holmgren, who's wrapped up by Steph underneath, and a foul. That'll be Castle's third. That's the second foul against the Spurs here in the quarter. They got the mismatch with Holmgren sealing off Castle underneath the basket. Chet's got 12-7, a steal and a block in this game. Jalen Williams will inbound to the sideline. Gets it in here to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shea, past Castle, skips it over to Holmgren, left corner. Vassell, watching Chet, shot clock down to 3. Holmgren going to work, knocked away by Vassell, and into the hands of Harper. Turnover. Dylan Harper, Johnson, catches, goes underneath, up with the right hand for 2. Eldon Johnson, big body's got 8 points. 85-70. 7:18 to go here in quarter number 3. Spurs down by 20 on a 5-0 run. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, left elbow jumper over Johnson, no good. Loose ball foul, though, called on Victor Wembanyama. That'll be Victor's second. Third team foul against the Spurs. And the Thunder will get a fresh 14 of the shot clock here. Up by 15. Dylan Harper, Keldon Johnson coming back in at the last whistle. Champagny and Fox go to the bench. Caruso looking, gets it over to Holmgren. He'll fire the left wing three. That's an air ball. Chet Holmgren's first three of the night and sails wide right. Castle will bring it up the floor. Wembanyama into the paint of the body of Jay Will. Kick out Johnson. Corner pocket three. Yes, sir. Dial it up for Keldon Johnson for the right corner. And he's in double figs with 11. And the Spurs an 8-0 run. Now by 12, 85-73. Caruso back into the paint, lobs it up for Holmgren with a catch, goes up and puts it in over Wembanyama. And with a delay of game warning here. No, they won't call the delay of game after Holmgren kicked it out. Chet Holmgren gets his first bucket of the second half, 14 for him. 87-73. Castle spotting Harper. D. Harp, left wing three is up, no good. Rebound, Johnson, back out to Castle. He'll pull up 3 feet behind the line and drains the three. Steph Castle's second three of the night. 19 for Steph. It's an 11-point game. 87-76. Holmgren handing it off Gilgeous-Alexander, and a foul on Castle. That'll be number 4 on him. No, they call Keldon for the foul. That'll be his third. Tailing the play. And Johnson called for the foul. The way that Steph reacted, he thought it was going to be on him. Mason Wallace to check back in. But the Spurs, who were down by 20, have managed to shave 9 off that deficit here in about the last 90 seconds. 6:01 to go here, third quarter. 11-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander between his legs on the left side. Gilgeous-Alexander going to work on Vassell. And between the circles, kick out Jalen Williams. Lets Castle fly by. Floats it up with the right hand. Left it short, an air ball. Wembanyama off to Castle, left wing. Castle holding, kick out Vassell. Corner pocket three. Got it. Timeout, Oklahoma City. Back-to-back threes from the same spot for Johnson and Vassell. And the Spurs back to within 8. 87-79. 5:39 to go as we take you to the SWBC timeout. This is Spurs Radio.
And the crowd goes wild for the home team.
Could your credit score use a home court advantage? Self has tools that can give you an edge on your credit building journey. Make your credit feel right at home with Self, the official credit building app of the San Antonio Spurs.
You smell that? Spring. Hibernation's over. It's time to run it. Run it until the grass becomes lawn and the hedges duck and cover. Then, run it again. Still, get up to $50 off select AK battery tool sets. Offer valid for limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
Severe stomach cramps, trouble breathing, back pain? Don't diagnose yourself. For emergency medical care, leave it to the experts at one of our Methodist Healthcare ER locations. When it's an emergency, count on our trusted care teams and convenient locations. Our ERs offer high-quality emergency care 24/7. Choose emergency medical care wisely. Choose Methodist Healthcare. Find a location near you at sahealth.com/ER.
He lines up the shot from way downtown.
Don't let low credit make reaching your financial goals feel like a long shot. Self has the tools to help you get the credit you deserve.
He shoots. He scores.
Spur your credit forward with Self, the official credit building app of the San Antonio Spurs.
It's a 14-2 run for the Spurs here in the last couple of minutes, and a 20-point deficit is now down to 8, 87-79. The playoffs are here. The official gear is on sale now. Get game ready with exclusive Spurs playoff merch. It's available at both fan shop locations, the playoff pop-up downtown on Commerce Street, and online. You go to spurs.com/playoffs for locations and the collection, and go Spurs go. Just going back to the second quarter, note by the great Tim Reynolds, who covers the Miami Heat for the Associated Press. 29 made free throws in the second quarter were a high for any second quarter in any NBA game this season, and the most in the second quarter since the 2020 bubble. of all places. And we're a little bit more free-flowing third quarter here tonight after the bevy of fouls that were called in the second. And with 5:39 remaining, the Spurs making that push that Carl Schoening wanted with that run. Going on the 14-2 push here. They get themselves back to within 8 at 87-79. As we bring the players back on the floor, Spurs up to 44% shooting, 10 of 25 from behind the line. Oklahoma City still above 50%, 53% total, 9 of 18 on behind the line. And both teams have combined for 39 free throws on 42 attempts. So the Spurs will bring out Dylan Harper, Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, Steph Castle, and Victor Wembanyama. Countered by SGA. Caruso, Hartenstein, Jared McCain, and Cason Wallace. Here's Caruso. Into the body of Castle. Gets it off here to Hartenstein. Holding back now for SGA, the logo, left side. Gilgeous-Alexander between his legs. Crossing up Harper. Left elbow, spots Caruso. Right corner three is up. No good. Hartenstein able to secure the rebound of the offensive glass. Hands to Caruso. No thank you with Wemby in the vicinity. And back out to the perimeter. SGA, 6 on the shot clock. Back to Caruso. Reloads from the left side. Good. Offensive rebound. Second chance points. 8 offensive rebounds. 16 second chance points for the Thunder. Lead is back to 11, 90-79. Right corner, Dylan Harper. Behind his back around Wallace, down to the right block. Spots Johnson around to Vassell. Rising, left wing three. No good. Deep rebound, Vassell. Kicks it back out to Wemby. Another possession here for the Spurs. Castle, again, 3 feet behind the line. Now goes to work here between his legs. Shot clock at 5. Victor, pull up 3. In and out. Hartenstein secures the rebound. Victor tonight, 0 of 3 from downtown. Cason Wallace hands to Caruso in the right corner. 4:28 remaining, third quarter. Hartenstein behind his back. Caruso, right corner 3. That's way off. Rebound, Dylan Harper. Left his hand funny. Harper will take it the other way. Harper in transition to Wemby, the trailer. Victor backing it in on Wallace. Kick out Johnson. Left corner. Wemby now will peel inside. Johnson tripped up in the paint as he draws the foul. Foul's on Hartenstein. That'll be his third. Third team foul on the Thunder. 4:08 remaining. Wembanyama will come out. So too will Castle and Vassell, Cornette, Fox, Champagnie back in the game. Victor's played 27 minutes here tonight. Spurs down by 11. They have to get him his rest where they can here down the stretch. Champagnie will trigger the inbound on the far side. The hands here now. De'Aaron Fox between his legs. Screen from Harper. Fox attacking down to the left block. Spinning. Fadeaway jumper. Good. De'Aaron Fox only his second field goal of the night. Playing with that sprained ankle. He's got 4 points. 90-81. Gilgeous-Alexander in the paint. To Hartenstein. The pop a shot. Too strong. Gets his own offensive rebound. Shovels back to Kenrich Williams. Pull up threes. Good. 9 offensive rebounds, 19 second chance points. And again, Hartenstein, who had the big offensive rebounds in Game 2, coming up with big ones here in Game 5. 93-81. Fox to Johnson. Johnson attacking in the paint. Floats it up, gets it his own. That's a travel. Yeah, can't catch it on the way up. Didn't touch the rim. Turnover Spurs. We'll go back over to Oklahoma City. 11th turnover on the Spurs. It was an 11-point lead at the half for the Thunder. Their lead is 12 with 3:25 remaining. Wallace taken to the right side. Screen from Williams. Over to Hartenstein, left wing, handed off to SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander watched by Harper. Between his legs. Right hand now to the left hand, back to the right. Gilgeous-Alexander backing in. Inside, looking for Hartenstein, threw it away. Good defense by Dylan Harper. 12th turnover on the Thunder. 93-81. Spurs will bring it back up the floor. Fox attacking. He thought about pulling up. Now gives to Harper. He'll pull up right wing 3. Air ball. Hartenstein has it. Hands it off to Caruso. Caruso into the left corner. Spots Wallace. Back out to SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 on the shot clock. Going to work on Champagnie. Left elbow. Underneath spotting. Looking for Hartenstein. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Fox. The Spurs just great on-ball defense here on Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 24 points, but he's only made 6 field goals in this game. And their on-ball defense has been really good on SGA tonight. Chet Holmgren's coming back into the game here for Isaiah Hartenstein. Holmgren's got 14 points, but only 2 since the first quarter. Be inbounded here by Wallace, 93-81. Wallace looking, will get it into the hands now of Hartenstein. Bounce pass SGA, shot clock at 5. Gilgeous-Alexander, he'll pull up outside the right elbow, shot is too strong. Fox with the rebound, will take it the other way. De'Aaron with 3 rebounds, 8 assists tonight. Fox speeds back into the paint, pulls up over Wallace for 2. Back-to-back field goals for Fox. Lead back down to 10, 93-83. 2:20 remaining here in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander, again picked up by Harper. Left-hand dribble, Gilgeous-Alexander. Backing it in, spinning inside, drops it off Hartenstein. Baseline floater is good. Isaiah Hartenstein's third field goal, 6 points for him. He's a plus 22 tonight. Dylan Harper enters the paint, kick out the cell, rising, right wing 3. Yes, sir, and 1. Count the basket, send him to the line for 1 more. A 3-and-1 for Devin Vassell, the second 4-point play of the playoffs for the Spurs. That's a big one. A closeout foul on Kenrich Williams will be his first. And Devin Vassell coming to life here in this second half. Did not score in 18 minutes in the first half. A couple of threes here in the second, and he goes to the line for the and 1. Free throw is no good. Unable to convert. 95-86. Under 2 minutes remaining here in quarter number 3. And a push foul on Castle against SGA. And that is Steph's fourth. And the Spurs are over the limit. We'll send Gilgeous-Alexander back to the line after he went to the line 10 times in the first half. 4 fouls on Steph Castle. Him and Julian with 4 fouls apiece. And Gilgeous-Alexander misses his first free throw of the night and only his second free throw of the series. One more free throw coming for Gilgeous-Alexander in a 9-point game with 1:51 remaining in this third quarter. Second one is around and good. 25 for SGA, 96-86, Thunder by 10. Fox brings it up on the right side, screen from Cornette. Fox weaves his way to the elbow, hands to Champagnie. Champagnie right elbow now, takes it out to the right corner. Dancing on Holmgren, backs him in, goes up, and a row for Holmgren for 2. Good take by Julian Champagnie. 22 points for JC. 96-88. 90 seconds remaining here in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander picked up at the hash marks by Fox. Bounce pass is kicked by Champagnie. 22 points, playoff high for Julian Champagnie. 4 Spurs in double figures tonight. Victor Wembanyama getting his rest right now. Inbounded to SGA. 10 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander. Crossing up Champagnie in the paint. Lays it up left hand. No, but a foul. And he'll go back to the line. Fouls on Luke Cornette. That'll be his second. As Gilgeous-Alexander will go back to the free throw line. Free throws 24 and 25 of the night for Oklahoma City. They're 21 of 23. Spurs 19 of 22 at the line. You'd be hard-pressed to believe we only had 6 fouls called in the first quarter in this game as he makes the first free throw. That is the 36th foul that has been called. So 30 fouls in the last 2 quarters. One more free throw for SGA. And a chance of MVP as Gilgeous-Alexander sinks a pair, lead back to 10, 98-88. 77 seconds left there in quarter number 3. Fox again walks it up the floor. De'Aaron to the left hand, crossing up Wallace, switched on to Holmgren now. Fox wants the ISO. Fox against Holmgren, steps back, now go tax. Fox scoops it up, left hand, no. Cornette trying to tip it up, no. He wanted basket interference. A 3 for Vassell. Too strong. Cornette going for the rebound, and a loose ball foul called on Luke Cornette. Just an unfortunate series of events. Cornette wanted A basket interference called, and then he ends up getting tagged with a loose ball foul after tipping out the offensive rebound, and more free throws coming. That was close. Oh, yeah, I think Cornette had a case. He tipped it back up. Jay Will knocked it as it was in the cylinder. Yeah, that should have been a goaltend against OKC. And a free throw no good for Jalen Williams, so perhaps some ball don't lie karma there. Victor Wembanyama is back into the game. Thunder have been averaging almost 19 points at the free throw line this postseason. They got 23 here tonight. One more free throw coming for Jay Will. Second free throw, no good. He misses a pair. So, Spurs don't get the two, but neither does OKC. Final minute of the third, 10-point game, 98-88. Fox in the logo. Guarded there by Wallace. Fox behind his back with a dribble. Left hand now, screen Wembanyama. Kicks to Wemby, right side, jab step, shot clock at 5. Victor lost the ball off. Was it his foot or Holmgren's foot? It was off his foot. Spurs are saying challenge. Thunder looking to inbound, and Steph Castle coming in. And now the referees might get together and say that this ball went off Holmgren's foot and not Victor's foot. And yeah, no, now they're still giving it to Oklahoma City. Mitch Johnson saying, what do you mean? Mitch Johnson says, I want to challenge this. The Thunder inbound the ball. Mitch Johnson was on the court asking for a challenge, and the Thunder inbounded the ball. He was right in the face of James Capers, who did not give him the challenge. Unfortunate. Gilgeous Alexander back in the paint, going up, tripped up, and a foul called on Devin Vassell. And a technical foul assessed to Mitch Johnson. But he's in his right here, because he was right in the face of James Capers, signaling he wanted a challenge, and James Capers wouldn't give him the challenge. I mean, they gave Oklahoma City the ball. They inbounded with Mitch Johnson on the floor, waving his right finger up in the circular motion, the signal for a challenge. And James Capers, literally standing right next to Mitch Johnson, would not give him the benefit of the challenge. As SGA hits the free throw. That's just a poor job. Poor job by the crew. And now the Spurs have just got to recollect themselves here in the fourth quarter as he goes back to the line for a pair of free throws. I mean, he is literally standing right next to James Capers, asking for the challenge. And then he gets teed up. Gilgeous Alexander now 15 of 16 into the line, 29 points. He's going to have a 30-point night with 6 made field goals. And probably tells you the story of the game here. Chet Holmgren will come out as SGA makes a pair. Kenrich Williams is back in. Thunder back up by 13. Spurs can hold for the last shot. Shot clock is off. 101-88. Fox. The screen Wembanyama. Victor rolling. Fox gets downhill. Lays it up. Blocked. But a foul called on Lou Dort. And Oklahoma City taking a look to see if they should challenge this one. That was pretty good from Lou Dort, but Mark Dagnall's not going to challenge. We saw a look at the replay here down low. Mark Dagnall now looking to his bench. And he's saying, should we challenge? I mean, he's way been given more than Mitch Johnson was, and De'Aaron takes the free throw. Fox makes the free throw, 7 points for him, one more coming. 6.7 seconds remaining. SGA with a timeout here as they attend to him. It's got to be an official timeout on the floor. Yeah, it does. As the Thunder going over to their bench, this should be a charged timeout. It should leave Oklahoma City 3. Mitch Johnson's wondering, this is a charged timeout, right? And the Spurs went back to the bench for the huddle. And now they'll come back to the free throw line. They didn't take a timeout away. Meanwhile, Mitch Johnson's talking to Tony Brothers and saying, I was on the floor signaling for a challenge right next to James Capers. And you let Oklahoma City inbound the ball. Fox, second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound, Wembanyama, loose ball foul called on Oklahoma City. It's on Jalen Williams. It'll be his third. And they'll put Victor Wembanyama at the free throw line now. So the Spurs 20-24, the Thunder 26-30. And a game 5 that you figured was going to be supercharged. Right now, supercharged for all the wrong reasons, unfortunately. Victor sinks the first. 15 points for Wembanyama tonight, but he's only got 3 field goals. He is 9 of 9 at the line, while Gilgeous-Alexander 16 of 17 at the line. One more free throw coming with 5.7 seconds remaining in the third. Second free throw is good. Well, the Spurs still winning this third quarter here by 1. Down by 10, 101-91. Thunder will inbound with 5.7 to play. McCain will get it back from Williams. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. McCain's got a look. Shot is good if it goes. No good. And that is how the third quarter ends. So, small consolation. The Spurs do win that third quarter. In fact, they ended up scoring 41 points in that third quarter. And they're down 41. Excuse me, they scored 33 points in that third quarter. 91 points, outscored the Thunder 33-32 in that third. But down by 10, 101-91 as we go to the fourth. 36 minutes down, 12 to play. Spurs Radio, Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
Welcome to basketball's biggest stage.
Somebody will reach basketball immortality.
Welcome to the NBA Finals.
That's basketball at its finest.
This is about more than a game, more than a series. This is about legacy.
You are watching what greatness is all about.
Tune in to see who performs under the brightest lights and who writes their way into history. The 2026 NBA Finals begin Wednesday, June 3rd on ABC.
Looking for an opportunity to grow in the insurance industry? AHIA is recruiting motivated health insurance agents who want to build a successful career helping families find the coverage they need. Whether you're already licensed or looking to get started, our team provides the support, training, and tools to help you succeed.
Interested in joining their team or learning more about your coverage options? Call 210-210-AHIA. That's 210-210-AHIA or visit ahiabenefits.com today.
In the playoffs, every move matters. That's why the San Antonio Spurs trust UT Health San Antonio, their official sports medicine partner, to keep them in the game. It's the same level of care available to you. From sports injuries to joint replacement, our nationally recognized physicians combine experience with research-driven care to help you get back to what matters most. Get the care trusted by the Spurs. Find a UT Health San Antonio physician at everythingittakes.org.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the San Antonio Spurs and the NBA. From seeing your favorite Spurs stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood, nothing compares to catching the game in person. Even if you're headed to the arena last minute, you can still score tickets at Ticketmaster. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Spurs. See you courtside, San Antonio.
So the fourth quarter we go. The Spurs, despite all the hullabaloo in that third quarter, still managed to win the third by 1, 33-32. Trail the game by 10, 101-91. Look at the Bet365 stats through 36 minutes tonight. Spurs shooting 43% of the game, 11 of 30, 36% from downtown, 22 of 26 at the line, 22 assists on their 29 made field goals. They got 9 steals in the game, 3 blocks in the Ledger block meter, have turned it over 12 times. Playoff high 22 for Julian Champagny tonight, 4 of 7 from downtown, 8 of 14 from the field, 19 for Stephon Castle, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, and 16 for Victor Wembanyama. 11 off the bench for Keldon Johnson. Thunder, 51% from the field, 47% from downtown. They're 26 and 30 from downtown. And the two-time MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 30 points tonight, but only on 6 made field goals. He is 16 of 17 at the free throw line in this game. 17 off the bench for Alex Caruso. The Thunder bench outscoring the Spurs bench 33-21. Spurs will have the ball as we begin quarter number 4. Castle, Vassell, Fox, Champagnie, and Wembanyama. Starters on the floor for the Spurs to begin the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander sits for OKC. Castle, kick out, Champagnie slides underneath Holmgren, hands to Wembanyama, goes up with the left hand, misses. And the rebound out of bounds, and I'm going to call a jump ball. Didn't know who touched it last, and so it's a jump ball. After Wembanyama missed at the rim. A tough night for Victor, who's 3 of 10, 28 minutes. And the ball, looked like it was between Caruso and Wembanyama. They hit it at the same time. So Victor and Chet look like they're going to jump it up here. Well, now Hartenstein's going to take the spot. And Chet Holmgren checking with the clock, apparently. And the Spurs win the tap here. They would get 14 seconds on the replay. So that's what they put back on the shot clock, the 14 seconds. All right. So shot clock at 14 if the Spurs control the tip here. Hartenstein and Wembanyama, and Victor wins the tip back to Castle. Castle between the circles, throws it away. 13 turnovers tonight on the Spurs. Not the way they wanted to start the fourth. Down by 10. Game 5 of the series tied, 2 games apiece. Jared McCain hands it off to Hartenstein. Left elbow extended. Gives it back to Wallace in between the circles. Wallace, left elbow. Hartenstein. Floater is good from the right elbow. Hartenstein's got that shot down. 8 points for him. Lead is 12, 103-91. Winner of Game 5 in the series tied at 2. Wins the series 82%. Wembanyama for 3. No good. Rebound ripped down by Hartenstein. Victor tonight 0-4 from downtown. McCain. They'll get it back from Hartenstein. Left wing 3 is up off the front of the iron. Rebound tipped out. Hartenstein brings it down. Extra possession for OKC. It's their 10th offensive rebound of the night. They throw it away. Castle in transition lays it up for 2 over Caruso. Steph now with 21 points tonight. 103-93. And 39 to go in the ball game. McCain down to the baseline. Nearly stepped out of bounds. And then nearly threw it away. Hartenstein saves it. Bring it back here on Wembanyama. Spinning in the paint. Lost his footing. Turned it over. Back-to-back turnovers on the Thunder. Champagnie pushing. He was looking for Wemby, who wasn't looking for the ball. Caruso. Inside. Hartenstein goes up. Slams it down. Isaiah Hartenstein with another double-double. 10 points, 11 rebounds. First double-double since Game 2. And he had 10 and 13. 105-93. Thunder by a dozen. Castle in the paint. Kick out. Champagnie. Corner 3. No good. And the rebound to Chet Holmgren to the outlet of McCain. 2 minutes gone in the fourth quarter. Spurs down by a dozen. 105-93. Hartenstein holding. Directing. Hartenstein lobbing up. Holmgren brings it down. Bumped and fouled by Castle. That's 5. Spurs do have a challenge remaining, and Corliss Williamson going over to tell Mitch Johnson that's 5 fouls on Steph. And he'll bring Dylan Harper off the bench. Castle shakes his head as he walks back. And Keldon Johnson also going to come into the game for Julian Champagnie. It's been a good Keldon Johnson night tonight, 11 points in 14 minutes. 105-93. Thunder will inbound. Hartenstein with the ball and throws it away. Slapped out by Wembanyama. Here come the Spurs. Harper lobs it up. Wemby laid it up, but he missed. Harper, though, gets the rebound. Another possession for the Spurs. Fox around to Vassell. Left corner 3. No good. Holmgren with a weak side rebound. Evan Vassell, 2 of 9 from the field tonight. 105-93. Caruso back into the paint, lays it up, right hand, no good with Wembanyama in the vicinity. Caruso just smoked the layup. Victor brings it up the floor himself, high stepping between his legs, kicks it over to Johnson. Right wing three was blocked. And then Holmgren will go the other way. He's got Wallace leaking out to his left. Holmgren will take it in himself. Bullies past Johnson, who muscles him up, but a foul called on Keldon. Keldon was going for the ball, looking to tie him up as Johnson picks up his fourth. And Chet Holmgren will go to the free throw line. Chet Holmgren, his best game of the series, 14 points, 10 rebounds, most engaged he's been. This is his third double-double of the postseason. Holmgren at the line, free throw is good. The Spurs do have 2 comeback wins from down 10 or more entering the fourth quarter this year. February 25th, down 12 at Toronto, and March 6th, that monumental comeback game against the Clippers. They were down 11 in the fourth quarter, down by 25 in the game in total. Second largest comeback in the play-by-play area. Holmgren hits a pair, to the lead is 14. 3 minutes gone, 107-93 here in the fourth. Fox with the ball right side of the hash marks. Guarded by Caruso, spotting Wemby rolling. Victor nearly lost it, brings it back out. Hartenstein pushing him out. Victor going to work. Victor puts it off the glass. No, looking for his own rebound. Loose. Victor tips it up, but into the hands of Cason Wallace. And the Thunder extending the lead with SGA on the bench. McCain, left side, lobs it in. Holmgren squaring up on Keldon. Backing it in, spinning baseline. And a foul on the floor on Keldon Johnson. It'll be number 5. Third team foul against the Spurs. 5 fouls on Steph, 5 fouls on Keldon, 4 fouls on Julian. Now, Thunder fans have been standing the duration of this fourth quarter. Inbounded to Caruso. Caruso spotting Holmgren up top, 9 on the shot clock, guarded by Johnson. Looking for McCain, brushing off Johnson. Holmgren rolling to the bucket, 4 to shoot. McCain, step back jumper, short. Holmgren saves it. And into the hands of Fox. Quick outlet here, Harper. Spurs will push. Vassell. Johnson, left corner. Couldn't pull off the trigger. He stepped out of bounds. No. They call the foul on Jared McCain for pushing him out. All right. Spurs catch a break. McCain, his first team foul. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander makes his way back to the scores table. Gilgeous-Alexander, a 30-point night. 30 points, 6 assists, a couple of steals. McCain has a seat, leaves with 11. Spurs inbound to Fox. 15 on the shot clock between his legs. Wembanyama rolling. Fox going to the bucket, lays it high off the window. No, Victor brings it down, goes back up and scores. Victor Wembanyama's 5th rebound and his 17th and 18th points. 107-95. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander attacking here now, the left elbow between the circles. He goes to work here now on Devin Vassell, back out of the perimeter. Step back, mid-range jumper, short. Hartenstein, another offensive rebound, although he lost it in the process, and the Spurs have it. Taken away by Fox on the right side. De'Aaron, bounce pass back to Victor. Between his legs, Wembanyama spinning. Victor fouled by Hartenstein as he moves into the paint. He'll go to the free throw line for a pair. Really, first time we see Victor get aggressive here on the inside. Try going hard to the basket. Hartenstein picks up number 4. Second team foul in the Thunder. Wembanyama. 10 of 10 to the free throw line tonight. Trying to get the Spurs back to within 10. Victor bends the knees. First free throw is good. And a timeout on the floor taken by Oklahoma City in between the free throws, and we will step aside as well. 7:25 to go in the ball game. Spurs down by 11, 107-96 Spurs Radio. Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals from OKC continues in a moment.
This May, see the USA in a Chevrolet from North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Now a 6-time Chevrolet Dealer of the Year. Or visit the fastest growing Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership in South Texas, North Park CDJR. Just 15 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville. Get posted pricing and a 72-hour return policy on over 800 new and pre-owned vehicles. North Park Chevrolet and North Park Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram are all part of the Kalig Auto Group family of dealerships.
Doja Cat, Ma Vie World Tour.
I said what I said. I don't
live in San Antonio. Doja Cat performing at Frost Bank Center Friday, November 6, 2026. Get tickets now at dojacat.com.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/Spurs card to learn more.
7:25 to go in the ball game. Spurs down by 11, 107-96. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. This is Spurs Radio.
News Radio 1200 WOAI. San Antonio's breaking news, traffic, and weather.
Let's check in with Carl Schoening back at the Spurs Radio Net Center.
Dan, you mentioned it. Wemby's starting to get a little bit more aggressive on the interior, and I think Wemby getting all of the looks inside and drawing some fouls will be the key for the Spurs for the final 7:25 to work their way back into this game.
And that'll be the important thing here as they try to fight their way back into it. Victor up to 19 points tonight at 11 for 11 from the line. The playoff high in terms of free throws, 13. And right now, the Spurs trying not to spoil a tremendous night from Julian Champagnie. The playoff high of 22. His previous playoff high was 19. Game 5 of the opening round series against Portland. He's also got 7 rebounds and 3 steals. In fact, 3 of the 5 in the starting lineup for the Spurs have 3 steals tonight. Devin with 3, Champagnie with 3, Castle with 3. Victor's got 2 steals, 3 blocks. And actually now they just gave De'Aaron Fox a 3rd steal. So 4 of the 5 in the starting lineup with 3 steals for the Spurs. 14 steals total, 8 steals for Oklahoma City. 3 blocks on the Ledger block meter tonight. And so Victor Wembanyama will go back to the free throw line for one more here. Again, with the Spurs down 11, 107-96. A lot of time remaining in the game, 7:25 to play. As Victor shoots into the crowd behind the basket. Second free throw is good. And Victor, the third Spur, with a 20-point night tonight of the starting 5. 107-97. Jared McCain will bring it up the floor here for OKC. McCain with 11 on the night. Off to Gilgeous-Alexander, left side, screen, Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander, step back jumper over Wemby, no good. Rebound, Dylan Harper, quick outlet. De'Aaron Fox is somehow able to save it. Tiptoeing the line, in the paint, pull-up jumper, good for De'Aaron Fox. What a play on 2 ends of the floor there. Saving that outlet from going out of bounds and sinking the paint jumper. Fox now with 9. Spurs back to within 8, 107-99. McCain gets it off to SGA left side. Vassell as Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein rolling. SGA spots Hartenstein underneath, puts it up and in with the left hand. A dozen for Hartenstein tonight. And Gilgeous-Alexander with his 7th assist. 109-99. 6.5 to go. Fox walks it up the floor. Fox of the logo. In between his legs, watched by Caruso, moving to the right side. Fox spots Vassell, turning the corner in the paint. Scoops it up, left hand, comes off the rim. McCain with a rebound as he hands it off to SGA. Back to McCain. Walks into a right wing three. Good. McCain the rebound. McCain the three. Timeout, Mitch Johnson. 6:11 to go in the ball game. Thunder back up by 13. 112-99 Spurs Radio. Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
Con Spectrum TV no me pierdo ni un partido, porque tengo todas mis aplicaciones favoritas juntas. ¡Golazo! Más TV en vivo y todos los canales de deportes. ¡Se va! ¡Se va! ¡Se fue! Todo en un mismo lugar sin pagar extra. ¡Canasta! Un plan, un precio, un lugar y todos tus deportes. Visita spectrum.com/toda tu TV para más información.
In the playoffs, every move matters. That's why the San Antonio Spurs trust UT Health San Antonio, their official sports medicine partner, to keep them in the game. It's the same level of care available to you. From sports injuries to joint replacement, our nationally recognized physicians combine experience with research-driven care to help you get back to what matters most. Get the care trusted by the Spurs. Find a UT Health San Antonio physician at everythingittakes.org.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
Looking at our Ticketmaster upcoming games, Game 6 of this Best of 7 series back in San Antonio, Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Get you started with Spurs Radio Game Night beginning at 7, and if necessary, Game 7. Be back here at the Paycom Center on Saturday night. That would be a 7 o'clock tip time. And get you started with Spurs Radio Game Night beginning at 6:30. When you need tickets, Ticketmaster's got you covered as the official ticket marketplace of the Spurs and the NBA. Ticketmaster's got a wide selection of seats available for every game. You get your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Spurs. Thunder with an 11-8 push here in this fourth quarter, leading the Spurs by 13, 112-99. They've led by as many as 20 in this second half, which is their largest lead in the series. 4 of the 5 starters for the Thunder in double figures tonight. A 30-point night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Double-doubles for Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein. 16 and 11 for Holmgren and 12 and 12 for Hartenstein. Each recording their third double-double of these playoffs. 17 off the bench for Alex Caruso. Although beyond him, the Spurs have pretty much been able to get a hold on the rest of the Thunder bench tonight. Meanwhile, for the Spurs, 22 a playoff career high for Julian Champagnie. 20 points for Victor Wembanyama, 21 for Steph Castle, with 11 off the bench for Keldon Johnson. So the Spurs will have the basketball here down by 13 with 6:11 remaining in the ball game. And again, in a best of 3 to determine who advances to the NBA Finals. Castle walks it up the floor. Castle attacking here. Wembanyama trying to roll. Castle kicks out. Johnson for 3. No good. And Wallace rips the rebound away from Dylan Harper to the outlet of McCain, right side. McCain hands to Hartenstein, back out to SGA. Right-hand dribble. SGA to the right elbow. Step back, mid-range jumper is up, no good. Off the side of the rim, rebound controlled by Harper. Outlet left wing here, Champagnie racing back into the front court. Spots Johnson, bouncing off McCain, puts it off the glass and in. Nice push by Keldon, he's got 13. 112-101. 5.5 to go in the ball game. In this series, we have only had one clutch time game, and that was game number 1. SGA, left side. Slipping past Castles, playing with 5 fouls. Spots Caruso. Corner three is good. 20-point night for Caruso. 115-101. And his 4th three of the night. He's 4 of 7. And in this series, Caruso is 18 of 30 from the three-point line. Harper spinning on Wallace. Harper kick out. Johnson, corner pocket three. No good. And the rebound ripped down by Hartenstein. 115-101, under 5 minutes to play. Gilgeous-Alexander. Back out to Jared McCain. Spot up three up top, in and out. Rebound taken by Wembanyama. Ahead to Champagny, spotting Johnson on the left wing. Keldon high-stepping here. Trying to hand to Castle, back out to Victor. His straightaway three. Off the back heel, Keldon tips it up. No, second try is good. Couple of rebounds. Keldon puts it back up and in. The Spurs need stops, though, on this end. Down by 12, 4:20 remaining in the game. Jared McCain gets into the hands of Gilgeous-Alexander, left side. Left-hand dribble. Castle tailing him. Gilgeous-Alexander into the double team. Kicks it back out to McCain. Caruso calling for it. Right side with the ball, guarded by Johnson. 4 on the shot clock. Pull up three. No good, off the back side of the rim. Rebound Champagny. Spurs get a stop. Ahead to Castle. Right side. Castle attacking. Castle in the paint. Puts it up. No good. Rebound taken by Gilgeous-Alexander. Walks it back up the floor. SGA. At the three-point line, he'll pull up, and no good. An offensive rebound, though. McCain reloads, right wing three is good. Timeout, Mitch Johnson. And that might just do it. 3:42 to go in the ball game. Thunder by 15, 118-103. We'll take the timeout. Spurs Radio, Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
In the playoffs, every move matters. That's why the San Antonio Spurs trust UT Health San Antonio, their official sports medicine partner, to keep them in the game. It's the same level of care available to you. From sports injuries to joint replacement, our nationally recognized physicians combine experience with research-driven care to help you get back to what matters most. Get the care trusted by the Spurs. Find a UT Health San Antonio physician at everythingittakes.org.
Live to back the silver and black? Become a member of the official Spurs fan club. Refreshed with the power of NBA ID. Lock in with one login for 2 times the benefits from the Spurs and NBA straight to your inbox, text, and app. Score early access, exclusive giveaways, member-only contests and promotions, partner offers, and more. To join, visit spurs.com/fan club. Season presented by HEB.
3:42 to play in the ball game. Spurs down by 15. 118-103. Luke Cornett has only played 3 minutes in the second half. Victor Wembanyama's logged 36 minutes here in the ball game tonight. He certainly has been frustrated in terms of trying to get closer to the basket. So the game number 6 on deck. Spurs are going to try to make one final push here in these last 3 minutes plus. Down by 15. Runs can happen quickly in this league, so let's see if the Spurs can knock down a couple of shots. Fox up top of the logo, guarded by Caruso. Screen Wembanyama. Fox switched on to Caruso once again. Spotting Vassell, rising right wing three. Off the front of the iron and the rebound, Hartenstein. That will take us down to the top of the 3-minute mark here as Hartenstein gets to Caruso, back out to SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander to McCain, left wing. McCain attacking in the paint, floats it up. No good. Hartenstein couldn't handle the rebound. Spurs will take it the other way. Fox up to Vassell. Vassell kick out Castle. Corner pocket three. Got it. Steph Castle hits the strings. And that makes it a 12-point game again. 118-106 as we're under 3 minutes remaining. And it's a 24-point night for Castle with his 3rd three of the game. Caruso double team, gets it to SGA. A double on him, back to Caruso on the left side. Spurs need to come up with turnovers. Gilgeous-Alexander making his move, getting into the paint, bouncing off Fox, laying it up and in with the left hand. Really the first time SGA has gotten into the paint here tonight. 120-106. Fox to Castle, back to the Aaron. Fox up top to pull the trigger for three. That's off the front of the iron, and Hartenstein's got the rebound. 2:20 to go. The lead is 14 for OKC. Alex Caruso spotting Cason Wallace, left corner three, no good, and Hartenstein pushed by Fox. And a foul on the floor, and it'll be the 4th team foul on the Spurs. 3rd foul on Fox. Carter Bryant making his way to the scores table. So too are the rest of the Spurs reserves at the end of the bench. Spurs are going to wave the white flag here with 2:13 to go and look ahead to game number 6 Thursday night at the Frost Bank Center. What will be an elimination game for this young team for the first time in their playoff journey. But the Frost Bank Center crowd should be rocking on Thursday night. And if the Spurs can force a Game 7, we'll be back here on Saturday. Gilgeous-Alexander with the basketball, 2:07 to play, and a kick ball as he tries to find Hartenstein. Kicked away by Mason Plumlee. Plumlee's in with Jordan McLaughlin, Kelly Olynyk, Bismack Biyombo, and Carter Bryant. As 3 Spurs finish with over 20 tonight, 4 in double figures total, but it's going to be a loss here in Oklahoma City tonight. Caruso has it knocked out of bounds, and a foul on the floor. Caruso's going to go shoot free throws. Foul's on Mason Plumlee. The Western Conference Finals already getting extended to 6 games as Caruso hits the free throw. It means that game 1 of the NBA Finals, the earliest it can start, will be Wednesday, June the 3rd. And it will start in either San Antonio or Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will sub out here with 2:05 to go, and Lou Dort's back in. Gilgeous-Alexander's night ends with 32 points. And again, not an efficient night at all. He was 7 of 19, but he was 16 of 17 at the line, 9 assists and a couple of steals. Second free throw for Caruso is good. He's got 22 tonight, his second highest in these playoffs, behind the 30 he had in game 1. Jordan McLaughlin on the baseline will kick it back out. There's Bismack Biyombo spotting Carter Bryant. Bryant back to McLaughlin. The shot clock at 10. McLaughlin will put it high up off the glass, in and out, and back around and in for Jordan McLaughlin. 1:47 remaining, 122-108. As Caruso walks it up the floor. As Mason Plumlee runs over Jared McCain. And Plumlee picks up his second to put Jared McCain at the line. Once again tonight, beyond the hot Thunder shooting, but you knew they weren't going to go and shoot 6 of 33 like they did in game number 4. But 14 of 31 tonight, 45%. Looks a little bit more like game number 3 when they got the upper hand against the Spurs of the Frost Bank Center. Overall tonight, they've been hovering around that 50% mark, but they get to the line 34 times in this game. It's a series high. The Spurs, 28 free throws tonight after 32 in game number 4. As McCain goes to the line for the 35th and 36th free throws of the evening for Oklahoma City. First one's up and good. And even in the double overtime game number 1, Oklahoma City only took 19 free throws in the game. And I mentioned this on my shoot-around short as the rest of the Thunder reserves come into the game. Keep Oklahoma City below 20 free throw attempts, the Spurs win the game. They get above 20, and they've won every game in this series here, including this one. 95 seconds to go, 123-108. Carter Bryant rising for a left wing 3. That's off the mark. And the rebound tipped up, corralled by Biyombo, and then stripped out of his hands. And McCain will bring it out with 80 seconds to go. Jared McCain guarded out top by Carter Bryant. The Thunder will just milk some clock. McCain gets a step, scoops it up high off the arc of the right hand, rims out. Carter Bryant brings down the rebound, will take it the other way. Bryant attacking, high-stepping, bouncing off Jay Will, and scoops it up and in with the right hand. Carter Bryant had 5 quick points in the first quarter, and that's his first point since. 123-110 coming to the final minute. Another game that doesn't go into clutch time in this series, so it's, again, only been game 1 in this series that has been a game that has been within 5 points in the final 5 minutes. As a foul with McCain getting smacked across the head driving. The foul on Bismack Biyombo. Put Jared McCain back in the line with 45.8 seconds remaining. Gave you the stats at the start of the broadcast tonight. The Spurs 13-2 when winning game number 5 versus 1-8 when losing, when the series is tied at 2 games apiece as McCain hits the free throw. The Thunder 6-0 when winning game 5 and 1-4 otherwise since moving to Oklahoma City. Will those numbers hold? And overall, the winner of game 5 when the series is tied at 2 games apiece goes on to win the series 81.8% of the time. 198-44. Free throws good. 125-110. A 20-point night for Jared McCain. Kelly Olynyk inside is fouled. As Oklahoma City bringing in Aaron Wiggins and Isaiah Joe and Nikola Topic here for the final minute of the game. So the Spurs will have an opportunity they have not had yet in these playoffs, a chance to stave off elimination and force a Game 7 back here in Oklahoma City Saturday as Kelly Olynyk connects on the first free throw. And again tonight, it was physical, it was loud, and from the Spurs' perspective, the physicality seemed more in line with what happened in game number 2 that bothered them, including on the offensive rebounding and trying to get Victor Wembanyama going, and it just never came to fruition tonight. 2 free throws for Olynyk. Topic taking it down to the right block, kicking it back out to McCain. Long threes in and out. Offensive board Williams lets it back up and in. So it's going to end up being another double-digit win in this series. So for all the drama of the series and going 6 games, we've only had 1 close game in the series as Laughlin's fouled with 13 seconds remaining. And I wonder if we'll get a close game here in game number 6, or will the Spurs blow out the Thunder? Will that set us up for the epic conclusion of the first of what likely will be many chapters to be written in this Spurs-Thunder rivalry going forward as Jordan McLaughlin hits the first free throw. 13 seconds left. The shot clock is off. McLaughlin will make the second, and the Thunder will inbound, and they will head to San Antonio with a 3-2 lead as they will defeat the Spurs here tonight. 127-114 the final inside the Paycom Center. 32 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 assists, double